Our hearts will rally for the cause. We're a force of nature, breaking free from the boards. Hand in hand we charge, meet the electric skies. This is our moment, feel the power rise. So here I come, let it shine. Together break down every door. With the fire we ignite, we'll take the stage tonight. Rising up like thunder, bringing dreams into the light. Together we stand strong, with our hearts in the fight. This is our anthem, united we take flight. So raise your voice, let it roar. Together break down every door. Breathing echoes of our laughter, hear the power grow. With every step we take, let the whole world know. We can rhythm and the pulse, the heartbeat of the night. With our dreams intertwined, we keep the vision bright. So let's ignite, light the flame.
As you're new
Together
now,
we
follow your
rise, we're
channel.
all the same. So raise your hands, reach for the stars. Together we'll shine, no matter how far. With courage in our souls, we'll rise from the ground. And in the spirit of the crowd, we're unstoppable, profound. Our heavens to hold, it's just the will to be. Together we'll conquer with a team you'll say. So shout it loud, let your spirit go on. With our heart of this movement, the fearless and the style. With passion fueling fire, shine through the night. Let the world feel our energy as we soar to new heights. Raise your voice, light the flame. Together earth bound on this slate. With balance and rhythm we push through the fight. Our unity strong, shining bright in the night. The heat of the moment with passion we cry. Together we'll keep our dreams alive. So raise your hands, reach for the stars. Together we'll shine, no matter how far. With the courage in our souls, we'll rise from the ground. In the spirit of the crowd, we're unstoppable, profound. No limits to hold, it's just the will to be. Together we'll conquer with a team, you'll say. Shout it out. We cross the mountain, it's a freedom. With the voices of a generation ready to roll. Together we're strong and unstoppable group. In the heart of the fire, we'll see it stay through.
Hey, what's going on, fam? How are you feeling today? Happy Saturday. Man, today is episode 2 of the Real Talk with BigEMercer streamer series with special guests who we will introduce here shortly, Squid and Mo. I'm looking forward to getting inside the mind of both Squid and Mo and getting to know more about them. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Hopefully everyone had a great time today. And we're going to dive into it. But before we do, let me hype up episode 3 real quick. And I'm excited. So, with further ado, there we go. I forgot to mute all of them on every slide. But thank you for the check-ins, guys. Again, they will be muted during the podcast, just so it's not what's the word for it? Distraction for my guests. So, please use them still, so I can thank you guys at the end. But with further ado, episode 3 is on the 31st of January with special guests OG Havoc and Inspires. We'll be live at 5 p.m. Central Time, same time tonight, and we're going to have some fun with it. Two different streamers, different backgrounds. I'm looking forward to hearing their stories and how they uh, combine together on the show. So yes, third episode 3, January 31st at 5 p.m. Central Time. OG Havoc Hunter and Inspires Gaming. But that's episode 2. That's episode 3. Let's get our guests in for episode 2. Here we go. And all right, how we feeling, you guys?
Pretty good.
And
Good.
I'm gonna have my guests introduce themselves before we get into the questions. So first things first, which one ever want to introduce first, and we'll go from there.
As we're staring at each other, damn well knowing who it's gonna be. Hi, if you don't know me, I'm Squidnuggette, variety streamer, and I'm just, chaotic.
My name is Mola Luz, variety streamer, been, do all the stuff, play all the games, or try to. Started off as, FPS, but venturing into a different world now.
Oh my God, Squid and Mo, I know them.
I
I see you, psych you.
So as everyone knows, all of these podcast streams will be uploaded onto my YouTube channel, full length, uncut, uncensored. So all of you guys can check them out at the end if you miss anything or you want to come back and watch them later. But with further ado, let's get into the questions, guys. You guys are ready?
As ready as I can be.
All right. So we got a lot of questions for your journey as a streamer, but also I'm gonna get in the mind of you guys as a couple.
Mhm.
As if you guys don't know, these two are a couple, and I'm looking forward to hearing what they want to share with us, and we're gonna have some fun with this tonight. But first things first, question number 1 is, what got you into wanting to become a streamer? Ladies first.
Alright, well, that's you. I'm kidding. No, genuinely, like, growing up, I loved YouTube and just watching YouTubers like Markiplier and Stampy and just all the OGs. So watching them do gaming for their career definitely had my interest peaked for that.
Okay.
And around similar for me. I've growing up, I always loved gaming, and for me, what got me was all Halo and COD, seeing the different types of games you can play with that, watching trick shots on MW2 and MW. I loved all that, and seeing the crazy reactions just made me want to do that and make people laugh. So
I like that. I'm gonna throw some stuff in as well with me as well. As I'm not gonna go into depth with mine, just because I did all that on episode 1. Um, Pretty much the only reason why I started streaming was the community. I want to build my own community of trust and all that, and have fun with people, playing games or doing stuff like this, or just chat. I mean, we're all across the world, and we get to just sit down and do this. I mean,
Yeah.
it's fun. I love it.
It is a lot of fun.
Um, so going to another second question is, how long have you been streaming?
Believe it or not, like, I know it seems a while for me. It'll be a year this coming April.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
and for me, I'm about a year and 5 months in, almost a year and a half that
Year
I've
and
been
a half?
streaming. So
Okay.
yeah.
It'll be, I want to say about 2 years. It'll be 2 years for me. Um, I mean, I did a little bit in 2023, but not enough. I mean, maybe like 3 months. Just not my feet in. But 2024 was when I really started. Hey, I see a raid. Hey, I appreciate that, Viddy. Welcome, narrators.
WVD.
Now, there's one question I really want to know, and it's always going to be a fun one for whoever is here. I want to know what the origin of your name. Like, what made you pick your name?
Hi, Turtle. Okay, so this goes back to like Stampy and Iblistic Squid and just the whole Minecraft genre in itself. I was always a fan of Squid. You know, like he was when he started YouTube and it was just funny and he did all these other things and I really, really liked him. And the iconic nickname that Stampy gave him was Squidnuggette. So I thought I was a genius. Middle school me thought she was great with this. And I just made the spelling in a more like feminine format.
Mm.
So initially, the actual pronunciation of my name is Squidnuggette, but Squidnuggette suits me so much better than the more female sounding. So that's where my name came from. It was just middle school me wanting to be like one of my YouTube idols.
For me, it was I tried a lot of different names. Girl, like going from content creating to streaming, it was more of like trying to find a name before I could start before I started streaming and came up with Mo. It was originally just Mo, and which is a play off of my name from high school. I was like Mario and being basketball, my coach never wanted to yell my full name. So he wanted just a shorter version of it. It was like, let's just go Mo. So once it was, so I stuck with Mo, and then Mo La Luz came because just with the rebrand and like where I wanted to go to build the community, I wanted to be like a sort of a light to the community that I have and like I've built of like you can come here and be whoever you want, enjoy life, and not feel judged. So.
Nice. I love that. Mine is, well, Biggie has always been like my nickname growing up. My first time getting called Biggie was my dad's a musician in my area. Been playing music
cool.
for who knows how long. And his bandmates used to just call me Biggie, and it stuck. Loved it, and I always went by it. So for Mercer, it was more for um, a play on of my last name, but I use it for like creating character in games as a last name. So BigEMercer was always my name. And like, for instance, I play a lot of wrestling games, so wrestling would be my wrestling name is BigEMercer, and it just stuck. You know, I always had to find a name for
I
it
love that.
because one of my really good friends, IRL, and I used to always make our guys every year at the start of a new wrestling game comes out. And we're like, we need to plan a name for both of us. And mine stuck, his stuck, and we went with it. And I'm like, and I told myself, if I ever became a streamer, I'm gonna, that's gonna be my name. It's as simple as that. And
Honestly, that's fair.
and you know, I always get told I have like like kind of like a linebacker bod, which is why people call me Big E on the side. And it sticks. Now, how would you describe your streams to someone who's never seen it?
Oh, I mean, it for me it ranges. It just depends on the mood of the day, what people are looking for. So for me, it could be super relaxed, not crazy at all, and it could go to full on chaotic and then just straight gremlin nature and like all hell is raining on the world. Like it genuinely depends. Even the games, it depends. The people you play with, it depends. So like, you get what you get off of me.
Love it.
I would say mine's kind of like it's kind of like a build up. It's like a volcano, like exploding, almost like a buildup. Because at the very beginning, most of the time it's just chill, relax, like getting into the game, relaxing, and then sooner or later, even if there's not a raid, sooner or later there's just check-ins going off in my chat, and stream starts to get crazy. I start listening to like I get more energy, so then I start dancing in my chair. I start getting loud. I start having fun. So that'd probably be the best way
Yep.
I would say for my streams, it's just a buildup of energy. So
I love it. Well hydrated.
oh god.
I got you, Bass. Don't worry. No one has to tell me.
Mine was really just mine is just based off just the good vibes that we have here. I always tend to use this place as like a vibe hangout, a distraction for others. Um, if I'm streaming, hopefully, if I hate to bring it up, but if people are like having a bad day, hopefully I can make their day better just by coming in here and the vibe we have between chat and the music we're playing, of the game we're playing. Hopefully, by the end of it, by the time they leave, they've had a better day.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really what I set my streams to be anytime I go live, is just put a smile on people's faces.
I like that.
I
like that a
completely
lot.
agree with that. 100%.
I do like that.
Have you always wanted to become a streamer slash content creator? What finally made you decide to do it? And how do you overcome any fears that you may have?
Oh Lord. Okay,
Like,
so praise the Lord for this one. Um, when I was younger, YouTube and Minecraft was such a thing, and I wanted to be a YouTuber. Like, who wouldn't? Like, finding out that you can get paid to just play video games? Come on. But it wasn't until like 2025, maybe like before halfway through the year, that my two closest friends, Pixel and Siege, would get me into the idea of streaming. Like, I had saved up money to get my setup, but they would have me play games with them while they streamed, talk to chat, interact, get me out of my comfort zone, and I guess through that it made me want to do it. It made me want to have my own audience captivated by the tomfoolery that I throw out in my streams. But honestly, like, I owe it to them wholeheartedly for getting me into doing this, and having all the friends that I have currently.
love it.
For me, it was I wanted to be that person that like could just be crazy and be how I wanted. I never thought about streaming for the longest amount of time. It was more in content creating, like it was there. I thought like it was always in my head of like maybe I should do it. And then I remember one clip, and it's like one of the very first videos I posted. I think it might be the first video I ever posted. I got a 4K on Val, and I'm playing with a friend, and he's like, "Bro, you should post that on TikTok. You should edit videos and like do this." And I was like, I don't know. And he just pushed me so much. I was like, you know what? Might as well. Let's take a chance. Let's take a shot. And it was like the push from all of my friends, like in real life and the people I played with. And it was like, oh, I have these great moments. I have these really funny moments on games. And it's like, why not share that and express it? And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It doesn't matter. I'm just sharing my story and my life. So, and when it comes to fears, I never really. I try not to think about it too much when it comes to the fears. It's more of just, you know what, let's go with it. Let's see what happens. Again, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And just life moves on and we keep going.
And that's the beauty about being a streamer is, we face, being vulnerable with going online. We're here showing ourselves and just playing video games. And it's
Mhm.
like, you know what? We're just gonna go with it. If you don't like it, there's a door. you know?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I love it. And you get to make so many amazing friends along the way during this journey. I mean, if it wasn't for all the friends I've been getting last 2 years of doing this, I wouldn't be able to sit here and do this with you guys.
Exactly.
And just sitting down and get to know you guys more personally from this and learn more from you guys. And hopefully in the future learn more and be able to do more stuff. And I think that's the beauty of being a content creator or a streamer is the bond you share with people over time. I love that.
Absolutely.
It's a family you bond with, and it's like at the end of the day, it's like yeah, I have my people IRL, but I also have my streaming friends. I got my people that I can be like, hey, do you have a minute that I can talk to you about something? And I love that.
Mhm.
That's what we all want.
Exactly.
We found it.
It's so much fun, you guys. Seeing everyone grow as
For
well.
sure.
I just love seeing people grow and do better and know that they are doing better, and it's just amazing to see. Now, with streaming, um, did you have any doubts before you started streaming? Like, was there any like I don't know? And is there still those doubts to this day?
I would be lying if I said no. I think it was more so of like when starting out, you want to have a following, you want to have views, and those two collectively was probably the biggest fears and doubts I've had. Just you don't know what to expect. You don't know if you'll go viral and your like followers and views will skyrocket, or if you'll just be at a stalemate for so long. But I mean, with the friends and the communities that I'm a part of, there is like no shy of a doubt that I'm gonna have people watching, even if it's like 4 people
Hmm.
for however long I stream. Like I still appreciate whoever is there, if I know them or not. So take it with a grain of salt. Appreciate what you get.
Oh, for sure.
Fears will go away instantly after that.
There were a lot of doubts in my mind because when I started all the content creating, streaming, it was like my mindset was like, oh, I'm gonna show people how good I am at games. Like I'm this, like I'm a ranked demon. This is all I do. And then I realized really quick, I'm not as good as I think I am. And I figured out the fear of it was like, oh, what if people don't want to watch me then at that point? Like, what if I can't get the viewers? Or like, and then it turned into, oh wait, you can be funny and suck at games, and people still want to watch you.
Mhm.
So it was like I just started enjoying it. Like I would, there was a lot of times where it was like, yeah, there were games where I get really focused and locked in, and then there's games where it's like we're losing or I'm getting rolled in a ranked game, and it's like, ah, I'm just gonna have fun at this point and try all this stuff and whatever works. So
Rivals is a very good example of the chaos for
yeah,
that.
I want to run back with the whole wanting to be the streamer or content creator. And Mo, you said earlier that you have these moments that's like, man, I just wish someone saw that. And now we have that as streamers to show it off and show off these cool moments in your games that you play. There's been so many times with any game that we play that's like, man, that's never gonna be able. I'm never gonna be able to do that again. And it's
Mhm.
like no one's gonna think I'm telling the truth. And I'm like, dude, you should have saw this moment that I played in Fortnite or whatever game it was. And it's like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, 100%. That was me.
There was a lot of those with Valorant because there was a lot of times. Again, one of my real like IRL friends, he was my duo, so we played almost. There was times where we'd be playing almost every night till 4 in the morning, and like he stopped playing because his life got busy as much as like so we weren't playing as much, and like there'd be months where I'm like, bro, you don't understand what I just did, and like I would like explain it to him, and he's like,
Yeah.
well, do you have a video of it? And I'm like, no, you just gotta trust me.
So you just gotta trust me here.
Yes,
I'm like-
Tycoon Marvel Bibles.
Like, I loved it. I love it though, being able to like have those moments because again, there's even now like we'll play Marvel Rivals with people and like I'll have either OBS just recording the whole session or just like clips going on or like so it can clip different types, so then I can even just share it like that. So
Nice. The doubts is always there for me. You know, someone that growing up always was like in a small area of people that I used to like hang out with growing up. And always being like the shy person in school, you know, during the speeches and stuff. You never saw me put my hand up. Like, yep, I'm coming up there. You know, I'm always in the back, like, don't pick me, don't pick me. And now I'm here doing this podcast, and now doing this, getting to know you guys, getting to know everyone that's in chat right now. The fear is always gone as soon as I go live. Kind of know I have the support. I know I have my people. And it's like, this is, you know, it's like, shout out to my IRL friends. Shout out to all of them that I used to hang out with growing up. But it's like, now, it feels real because, like, going live, here you all are right now. And I
Yeah.
love it. It's like, it's a passion that people are supporting that you want. And it's always the best feeling.
It
It's having
truly is.
people support your passions. Now, when did streaming start to feel real to you?
When I hit 100 followers, never in my early days did I think I would get to 100 followers at the rate that I was. It wasn't super fast, but it wasn't super slow. It was just a nice pace up to that. And that's where I finally felt like I was doing something right to get people to want to follow me, to know I go live, to tune into my streams when they can. Like it's such an unreal feeling. For a feeling that's supposed to make it real, it still feels so like surreal.
Oh, for sure.
I think for me, it was I moved for a little bit and it was just me. So streaming, that's when I was like, oh, I'm gonna get going on streaming again. Like this is what I want. So I started streaming, and then I think where it felt real to me was I shaved my head on stream. And it was like I didn't expect, like I told people I was gonna do it. And I was gonna do it either way. Because I did it for a friend, and because he did it, and you could tell he was struggling because he had long hair, facial hair, and cut it all off.
Well, no.
I said, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I didn't think no one was gonna show up, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna do it for him anyway. I'm gonna do it live on stream. I get in there, I hit live, and 20 people hopping right away, and I was like, oh my god! And just like
And now
the
you have to
support,
do it.
yeah. So it was like, the very first one I cut straight down the middle, about this length of hair, and I go, zoom.
Cheese has a
it
picture
was-
somewhere.
Cheese does? Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cheese has a picture somewhere.
I need to see that.
So, but it was like that's what it felt surreal because like it happened. Then I kept cutting my hair, and it was like I started to get insecure. Like everyone was like, "Oh, you're a real one. This, and this. Like you're great." Like the friend I did it for, he was watching. He's like, I appreciate it. You didn't have to do this. And it was like, just the support I built from there. And then from everybody, it was like, wow, this is starting to feel a different level now.
Mm.
Because I was all by myself, and now I have everyone here. I have all my people here.
Mm. I love that. That's awesome. It's always one of those moments that you have when you do stuff like that, and you don't realize how much it inspires someone else to do. You know, we're here to entertain. We're here to have fun. We're here to just have a good time. No matter what we play, no matter what we do, we're just here being ourselves. And I
Mhm.
love that you said that was your first, like, how you feel when it comes to uh, streaming being real to you, was having that moment. And let's add into that. What was the first moment that made you feel proud to be a streamer?
Well, for
I
me,
mean, you go ahead.
what made me feel proud was I was. It was the very first. It was just like the very first stream I ever had, because it was just so anticipated. Like for me, it was like, this is happening. This is. I didn't had. I was telling everyone in my IRL friends, like everyone on our community. I was like telling everybody, "Hey, I'm going live. This is gonna be my first stream. This is what we're doing." I didn't know a lot of people at that point within our community, and it was like, "Let's go. Let's just run it." And then right when it happened, it was like all those nerves and fears just went away once that live button hit, and it was like, "Let's play this game."
Mm.
I can't like pinpoint it exactly off of my end of when, but it was one of my streams, and I think this was still very early on in my streaming career. But it's chat was just going crazy. They were making so many jokes. They were making me laugh. They were spamming all the sounds and stuff, and just making everything as chaotic as possible. And that's what I wanted. That's where that feeling of just being proud that like everyone feels comfortable enough to just torture the living like life out of you to make playing a game hard, to make where you can't hear, to scare you or something. Like, it's ideally that's probably the best it can get.
Oh yeah,
is when Chaz just decides that you're their next victim.
for real. And I love that about our community is that you see a lot in the streams that we do. In a lot of our streams, you got people like roasting each other and have a good time, and
Yep.
I love that. For me, it's always having people coming back after a stream, and you know, if you have a joke that happened in one stream, people remember it, and I
Yep.
love that.
Yes.
You already start building the you know oh, you won't know if you were in that stream type of thing.
Yep.
And it's
Hmm.
like, I love it because there's one that I'll talk about later on from me when it comes to one of these questions. And, and it was so much fun. And it just made me proud because, like, we still talk about it to this day. And that happened, like, about a year and a half ago. So it was still early in my career that it was happening. And we still talk about it to this day. And I love that.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
So, what is one thing that you kept true to yourself from the beginning as a streamer?
I wear my heart on my sleeve. Anyone that knows me knows that I have a heart of gold. I care about anybody and everybody. And I bring that to stream because that's the one part that even if I wanted to hide, I couldn't. But we call it a spiel at the end for our streams, but like my ending spiel, I always say like stay hydrated, get some rest, get a snack, like make sure you're ready for the next day.
Mm.
And I mean it genuinely. It could be one person, it could be 20 people. Like it I mean it from the heart. I care. I don't have to know you. I don't need to see your face. I don't need to know you personally, but I care.
Mhm.
I think for me it was it's for me it's just definitely just like not put on like obviously there are days where you're exhausted, you're tired. It's like your mental, like everything. So you put on a little bit of a mask just to like keep it. I like for me it was more of like what I stay true to or even try to even to this day. There's a lot of moments it's hard, but it's just like you can always have like a bad moment within a day,
Mhm.
but it's only a bad moment.
Mhm.
You choose to have a bad day or a good day. At least that's how I've been trying to see things as. And like for me, it was like every time we get on stream, like I want that positive energy, and I've been trying to bring that positive energy to everyone in stream because like I may have had just an inconvenience in my day, and someone in chat might be tuning in because they've had a terrible day and they need to pick me up.
Mhm.
And my inconvenience is a little poke into what happened with them. So
Oh, sure.
Our inconveniences don't matter. when chat needs us to be hyped and
Yep.
ready to go.
Mhm. And that I think that's the beauty of things as well is that like I say with my stream, I want to be a distraction. You know,
hmm
whatever I may be dealing with is my stuff, but I want to be here for you guys. I want to be here for people that come into my stream, and I want to make people feel better. Like Mo, you said that
hmm
you may have this little thing that's bothering you, but then if someone's come in here, they drop a bomb of what's going on in their life. It's like, okay, now I gotta be for them. Now it's about making them feel better. Because at the end of the
Yep.
time, that is going to help you feel better as a person, as a creator. And then people are going to be seeing that. And they'll be like, wow, we're going to come to these people because of that's what their views are. They want to make you smile.
hmm
They want to make you feel better. And I love that. And that's why I wanted to do this. Um, for me, it just continue to be me. Don't have a character. Be me.
hmm
Like I always say to people, you see me online by a camera, you're gonna see the same Big E that you see down the road if you guys saw me IRL one day. Like what you get is what you get outside of this. Like once the camera
hmm
end, you're gonna get the same Big E as you do on stream. And it just I've always stayed true to that. Do not have a character. Don't have like one of those oh I'm better than you type thing or whatever. Be true to yourself, and you're going to have those people come in that can be that they feel that they can be true about themselves
hmm
because people can smell it from a mile away
oh yeah,
if you're a
people
faker,
do.
and it's like you can tell.
Yep.
That's what makes you all amazing streamers. You're genuine, you're real, and you're a vibe. Everyone here is a vibe, Viddy. Everyone is a W. Everyone is
I appreciate it.
I don't want to crack my
Yep.
makeup off.
I want to cry. Don't cry because then I'm gonna cry my makeup off.
You're wearing makeup already.
You see this blush?
Special occasions.
Only special occasions.
That's where my blush went.
Sorry, babe.
What has been the hardest part of your streaming journey?
Well, more so finding games to play. Like I have my selected like arsenal of what I like to play and that I feel comfortable with playing. So play playing a game that is either fairly new and I can be one of the first like 100 or maybe thousands of people to play it. I'm going for it. But there's there's a lot of rivals. I love Marvel as a whole, so a lot of that, but it's finding games to keep your interest and to keep the audience interest. A new game goes a long way though.
For sure.
I think the hardest thing for me, it was there was a moment within that first year of streaming that it was a lot. There's a lot going on in my life, and mentally I just was drained and I was tired. And she was the first person to notice it. She's the first person, and still the person that knows it to this day, of like everything that was going on. And
Mhm.
it was like I took a break, took a 3 month break, and from streaming. And did I miss it? Yeah. And I think that was like taking the break wasn't the hardest part. The hardest part for me was like not getting down about coming back and having to rebuild, and like not getting discouraged about like, oh, I sat here for an hour and I only got one person, because I know that like I know like a lot of people go through that as streamers, and I've never wanted to have that mindset. So I think that was the hardest thing for me, was to not get discouraged in that specific moment, and then rebuilding from there. So
Yeah, when you feel like you take those breaks, you're always like, man, who's gonna be there when you come back? It's always a
Mhm.
scariness. Like we all take breaks, we all need it. You know, this is one. This can be very mentally heavy on all of
Mhm.
us. You know, like I said, we put ourselves out there on the internet, and it's. I feel like that is always on our mind. Is if we take a break, who's still gonna be there?
Mhm.
Who are gonna stick with you during the hard times? You know, who's gonna check up on you?
Yeah.
And that's what this makes everything so much more real. When you have those people that if people notice you're gone and you like have to step away, everyone's like, hopefully this person's okay, or we're checking up on them, or whatever it may be.
mm-hmm.
Um, you know, for when I was dealing with some stuff early on um, in my personal life, um, I I left Discords, I left streaming for an entire month, and this was like early on. Like I think I was like 2 years in. No, a month back when it was XL. I think it was like a
Mm-hmm.
month or two that I joined, and
Mhm.
literally I had so much just hit me at once, and I just left everything. And you know, in my mind, it's like I miss everyone, but I'm dealing with a lot of personal stuff, and no one's like, all right, I feel like it's ready to come back. You know, in my
Mhm.
mind, I'm scared of did people forget about me?
Mhm.
Who's gonna remember me when I come back? And you know, that first stream coming back, and when I came back with open arms, it just felt that's where it's like I know I met my people.
Yep.
Yep.
Because it's like they remember you. It's like you feel like you don't do enough, but then those moments happen where it's like,
Mhm.
wow, and it's beautiful. It's magic, and that's why I am so grateful for all the people that I met along this journey of mine. Because I know if I have to step away, I know I have those people that's still going to be there or checking up on me and making sure I'm okay. And I love that. And now you all are stuck with us, your family.
Yep.
Yeah, this crazy
Wouldn't want
family
to
of
live
Yeah.
any
ours,
other way.
Vinny. This crazy
Can't run
family of
that,
ours.
man.
Yeah, and I just think that's the beauty of this is that when we're down, we know who will pick us up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that. Now we're gonna get to some like heavy stuff here. Have you ever thought about giving up streaming? And what made you keep going?
Honestly, no. Like I love entertaining people.
Mm,
It's always been that way. And so never truly wanted to give up. I mean, I play with people consistently in different games. We do different things. Conversations are always new and chaotic. So, I, because of them, like there's no reason why I should quit. I just keep moving forward with it.
There was one moment. There was, and we've. Yeah, I know we both looked at each other for a sec because it was. I was going through a lot mentally. I felt like I was losing a lot of like who I was,
Mm-hmm.
and like it got to the point where even like me and her split for a week,
I remember that.
and we
No.
split, and my mind went to like I need to quit streaming, need to quit gaming, need to quit doing like I just need to quit and just reset, come back. Like whether I come back or not, just let it all go
Mm-hmm.
and just restart all over. And that was hard. It was hard to manage my mental health at that point because growing up, it was never. I never had like a true outlet to for my mental health.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like I never knew how to deal with it, and it was like let it just bottle up, and then go play sports or go lift heavy weights and like tear your body apart, and just that's how you're gonna get rid of it. That's how you're gonna deal with all your problems. And I think that's where like managing it was hard, but then it was actually like sitting down with the closest people, like again our community, like the closest people I talk to every day with almost, and even like my friends in real life, my family, and like I appreciate everyone because it was like that's how they help me manage my mental health and understand like I don't have to. It's not like I'm not a little kid anymore, and like how I was growing up. It's not that anymore.
Mm-hmm. For me, it was back in the like when I was talking about how I disappeared for that month and whatnot. Um,
Mm.
and sometimes I felt like the reason why I was dealing with what I was dealing with was I didn't know how to handle like IRL stuff and streaming at the time because I was still kind of new. So I thought about maybe I had to give up on something, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was gone for that month, I thought about not coming back, to be honest, when I did disappear from everything. You know, I was in everything, but I wasn't active.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just that one person that just kept on checking on me and checking up on me and checking up on me and making sure I was okay. That made me is like, okay, maybe I don't give this up. And literally, I came back and I made the best decision I have, where I'm still here. I'm still doing this.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the other one doesn't like stream anymore or whatever, and we kind of lost contact within the last year or so. But they really helped me get back into this, and it's surreal that you make a connection with someone online that makes you be
Yeah.
like, listen, this is what I see in you. I see the potential, and yeah, you may be dealing with this and that IRL, but here you have a family as well. Here you have people that care about you, and no matter what your decision is, we're still gonna be there by your side.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was that moment that I came back into the Discord, and literally that first stream and the welcoming back, and people like we were wondering where you were. We were hoping you're okay, and all that, and it just made me feel
Mm-hmm.
like I finally found my place.
Yeah.
You know, at the time I was 28. I'm 30 now, and it's just like at 28 years old, I finally found my people.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the biggest thing for me is I found my people because of you guys. I get to do this, and I still get to do this. I'm going to do this from as long as time can be.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
You know, one of the things I really want with this podcast is I want us to get to know each other more on a personal level because we don't get to know about that stuff. You know, we get to
Mm-hmm.
see what we are when we're gaming and whatnot, but you don't really get to know each other unless you're talking
Mm-hmm.
outside of games or just streams.
Yeah.
And another thing I really want out of this is being able to go up to bigger streamers, bigger content creators, and learn from them as well. I want
Mm-hmm.
to get the confidence to where I can sit here and talk to someone that I idolized growing up. Being able to sit
Yeah.
down and one day be like, you're one of the reasons why I started streaming. Now let me interview you. Let me get you say you're
Mm-hmm.
mine. And I think
Yeah.
that's why I want something to take off of this. Like at the end of everything, if people don't want to know my name, it's because of this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, shout out to the person that helped me keep going. Um, it was one of like really dark days of my life. Um, Definitely one of the darkest times that I was dealing with. And yeah, I'm still here, hanging out, and being able to do this now. So
You're where you want to
Can't
be.
can't ask for more.
that's for sure.
Or it's hard to ask for
Oh,
more.
oh yeah. Now, talking about mental health, how do you manage your mental health as a streamer?
I'm gonna be calling out people, not directly. I'm gonna be calling out people. It is okay to take a break. Don't feel bad if you Mo. Don't, don't feel bad if you need to take a break. Like
Yes,
you take a break when you're feeling that early. You feel that early burnout. Like if you're feeling burnt out, take a break. Because if you're already starting that early side effects of it, don't keep going until you're fully burnt out. Because at that point, you might stop streaming or content creating as a whole.
exactly.
Take that break, get yourself like together, relax, do what you need to do, whether it's a month, 2 months, 3 months, whatever. Do what is best for you, and then come back when you feel like you can give your complete all to creating.
Thanks. uh, like a lot of it for me is like I appreciate her a lot. Appreciate Squid because she instilled this into me now of just like it doesn't have to be everything 100 miles an hour.
Right.
Growing up, it was always like I had this. It was either basketball, school, football, working out, family events, friends. Like it was just go, 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 go. And now it's like, okay, you could take that moment. Like you could take moments in the day to just sit and just
Mm-hmm.
and take a sec. And balancing like real life for me it's very simple with real life and streaming because I keep the two separate. I try my best to keep if I'm out and about, I try not to worry about streams like or like content creating or like streamings. Like I'll support. I love supporting people, and like I'll like even just like keep the Discord like notifications off for a little bit. For the relationship wise, there's still a lot that like we know we've grown a lot, but there's still a lot that we still need to learn.
Mm.
And one of the big things that I love that we both do is like stream together and play games together because it's like kind of like a it's like that's quality time with us, but then we also get to share our quality time with our people and our family, and I can't ask much more for it because it's time with her, it's time playing games, and it's time to just be ourselves.
That's why I wanted to get you guys on because I see that when you guys stream together, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, if I'm gonna get a couple on here, I was like, I want to get you guys on because I see it, and when you guys did talk about your dark time, Mo. And you know, a lot of us was there when you guys did announce that you guys did split up at that time, and we're all here for you guys.
Mhm.
And then we see you guys come back, and you guys are. We see how you guys are, and it's like it makes us all happy because, like I always tell people, how I hyped you guys up was like we all know this couple, we love you, we love you guys, and I was so excited to have you guys on for this,
Mhm.
and you
Oh, the
know,
pleasure's all ours, trust me.
and it just mental health is a son of a bitch.
It
It
really
definitely
is.
is, and I'm guilty of not wanting to take the time to reflect on myself.
Mhm.
You know, I'm guilty of trying to force uh going to streams or whatever when I know I shouldn't. Because
Mhm.
the first thing is your community will know. Be like, all right, you're not right. We can tell.
Yep.
You don't have your energy. You don't have why we came in here for. I mean, I've had streams to where it's like I went live and instantly be like, man, I shouldn't have done this.
Mhm.
Now I got kind of fake, and those are like the streams that people know.
Yeah.
Be like, what are you doing? You know?
It is a surprise as humans that we can see a shift in like energy and emotion through a screen.
Oh yeah.
Like
I
And
give Tatted and Vast a shout out to that one because they've called me out and gone at me about it way too many times.
so many times.
and it just you know someone that wasn't really around to help out with my mental health.
Mhm.
I never knew how to control it. I didn't know how to work on it. You know, it's always I didn't have a support. I didn't really have a support system.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And now I got all you guys and all that, and it's like now I have my
Yeah.
people. Now I have my support system,
Mhm.
and I think that's the beauty of. That's pretty much it. Is the yeah we all deal with it. I'm sure we all deal with the mental health things in life, not just in streaming,
Mhm.
but in life in general.
Yeah.
You know, um, the throwback to episode one with Chew and Viddy. Viddy and I we work in the same like not same like fast food, but we work in the same environment. So we
Mhm.
know if we have a bad day, it's like maybe we shouldn't go live tonight because we don't want to bring that into stream.
Mhm.
We don't want
Yeah.
to bring the hustle like what we dealt with and bring it over, and we're mentally exhausted because of a crappy customer or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, how do you balance IRL, your relationship, and streaming life?
So to me, like playing games or streaming is how I decompress from a work day. That's where I can not necessarily throw out anger or just being upset, but just it's keeping my mind off of whatever bad thing happened that day. And talking with everybody in stream or off a stream, it's virtually the same to me. It's just there's a live button for one and it's not there for the others. So,
For me, it's just deciphering everything and not letting things overlap and letting things connect. And like a big thing for me that recently I figured out that's been helping me a lot with to be able to like separate them is like the gym, like working out, and then like I play flag football in like a men's league that's probably way too competitive for what it should be. but
they might as well tackle each other, just saying.
but it's just like I go from work to working out, and then after working out it's like okay, that's my break, because like work is so much like it can be so this compressed thing for my mind, and
Mhm.
then I go work out, and it's like, okay, now I'm good. Then I stream and enjoy it, and then it's like, okay, stream is my little nightcap, and then it's like, all right, now it's time to go to bed. Then we do it again. Then we do it again, and it just that one moment of just not having to think about anything has been what I've been able to help balance everything.
Relationship wise, on that, I mean, he already explained it for the last question. Like, we'll game together, we'll stream together. We have a select day that is just us and no one else.
Mhm.
So we balance it the best we can with
We talk
with with
every
us
day.
with us being long distance. You know, like it, we balance it as well as we can.
Mhm.
We are 90% of the day on the phone if we're not busy. If we are busy, we give each other a space of like we know we understand like, oh, you're in a conversation, you're hanging out with friends, or like we don't hold that against each other.
Mhm.
And it's like you guys go have fun, like you go have fun, I'll go have fun, or whatever. And then it's like at the end of the night, it's always let's talk, let's call.
Yeah.
I want to know about your day, or like even if it's not I want to know about your day, it's just like I just want to see your face, essentially. And like just show me your face, and I can be happy. I can sit here watching anything, doing anything, just your face is right there.
Balancing all of this is it's nice to have a routine. As a
Oh,
streamer,
absolutely.
as a streamer, as being in a relationship, you want to have that routine to keep going, and you have a routine and it
Mm-hmm.
works. And I think that's very important when it comes to being a streamer, having a life, and being in a relationship all in one, and being in a long distance one at that as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, we see it. You guys are a great couple. We love you guys.
Oh,
And
we love
that's one of the reasons why I wanted you
you.
guys on here. Is I was like, I see you guys, and I love how you guys interact with each other, and it's beautiful. And I'm like, I wanted to get you guys on here. That's how to say my favorite couple ever.
We both
Hold on, hold
appreciate
on. Let me go
that
get
so much.
tissues because I feel like I'm gonna start crying. Hold on.
It's okay to cry, Chad. It is okay to
It is
cry.
okay to cry. And men,
Now you take my
and
words.
men,
Yeah.
it is definitely okay to cry.
Yes, men, please. If you need to, just let it out.
Just because we're men does not mean we don't have to be emotional.
Mhm. I that hyper. That is literally what like. I know you're joking, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's what everyone here.
It
What
is
everyone here is like.
entirely okay as a male to show emotion. Does not mean we're weak. We're a human being. Sometimes we have to let our own guard down. It's like some days it's like we can only do so much. And it's like we're all human, exactly. But it's like what people think of us as men, and it doesn't get talked about much.
And I think that's definitely the hardest part. Like, because there was a lot. There was one stream I remember, and it was not supposed to turn out this way. I'm telling everyone right now. It was supposed to be a fun stream, hype stream, crazy stream. Like that was my vision for it.
Mm-hmm.
And it turned up being a 4 a.m. stream of me bawling my eyes out to chat, talking with Vast, Siege, Squid, and there
Kermit.
was I think Kermit, and then there was two other people, and it was just it was just an hour straight of like talking with people, like telling them everything, letting it all go, and just
Mm-hmm.
cry, like, and it sucks, like for me it sucks because I never wanted to show that much emotion, because again growing up it was like you don't cry.
Right.
And then when it hit, it was like the support just like hit me, and it was like, oh, okay,
Mhm.
you can actually cry and be fine.
Right. It's like as a male, it's okay to let whatever your emotions are out. Like I remember there was a stream I had. It was right before I had the name Real Talk with BigEMercer for the podcast.
Mhm.
And originally it was going to be called Story Time with Biggie and Friends. Was what the podcast was going to be called. But one stream I had, and people know me when it comes to like nighttime streams, I let my guard down more than
Mhm.
if I'm streaming during like the daytime. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the vibe or what it is. I just let my guard down more. And I was talking about just anything and everything that I was dealing with, personally, how I felt. And it's like, there's another thing that we're going to be talking about later that sticks to me still. But, someone saying how they come in here, seeing how the vibes are, but it's like they see the good heart, but they see
Mhm.
the biggest heart hurting the most.
Mhm.
Because it's like I'm letting everything out that night. And then that's
Yeah.
where the switch for the name came for the podcast. Because I'm like, what you see is what you get. You get the real deal. You get the real talks. And that's what I love about this podcast. We get personal, and I don't want people to hold up back. I want people to be personal. I want people to let out, and that's what the goal of this as well for the podcast is just getting people here and be personal and let themselves be themselves.
Mhm.
And I just love that.
It's amazing. I love when the name came out. It was perfect. I thought it fit perfectly.
Now, if you can go back and talk to yourself on your first day of streaming, what would you tell yourself?
Uh, I mean, don't be scared. You will find your closest friends and like your chosen family. That you will be together almost daily for hours on end, and you are exactly where you were supposed to be. That's exactly what I would tell myself.
Don't look at the numbers.
Mm, yeah.
Trust in everything. Trust in yourself and stop looking at the numbers, because that is the first thing I did, and it destroyed my
It's
it
it's not a
destroyed my confidence.
oh for sure. So I have a couple people IRL that I knew streamed a little bit before I started streaming. So I asked them advice, and one of them said, "Do not look at the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Always act like you're in front of 100 people because." Those days that you are around those people, what are you gonna do when you have that chat going crazy and you have all the
Mm-hmm.
people? You gotta still try to act like you're entertaining to them.
Yep.
So it's like to keep them all there, and it's like I kept that because there's a couple streams that I've let the numbers get to me. Don't get me wrong. It's like, is it me? It's all you always. That's your first thing. Is
Mm-hmm.
was it me? But then the next stream you get, and it's a better number, and it's like, okay, maybe it was just a bad night.
Mm-hmm.
And I always tell people that as a starting like small streamer, especially during like this time of the year or the summertime, summertime is terrible for us.
Yes.
We all agree, summertime is terrible.
It's awful.
It's horrible. Everyone's out and about on vacation, doing their thing with their families. So it's like you're in these 100 to 200 people in your stream or live views or whatever, and then it just goes down to 30, 40. It's like, where did
Yeah.
everyone go?
Yeah.
It's like, is it me? What did I do wrong?
So you just here yesterday. What happened?
Like, did I scare you?
Yeah.
So always. So I always take that at a grain of salt. I was like, all right, season is a big part about being a streamer as well. You know, the four
Yeah.
seasons, the holidays, all that's going on. You know, it's colder out, so people are inside, so you get more people out. You
Mm-hmm.
get more interaction during the winter time and whatnot. Um, but as a small streamer, you don't realize that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, during the time that you're like, man, we have all these vibes, we're hanging out, we're having a good time, and the next thing you know, you go from when you look at your stats at the end of the stream, and you're like, man, we had like 150 to 200 people here, sweet. Next stream, 30, 40, an average
Yeah.
view, 1 hour viewer. It's like, what? What happened?
Mm-hmm.
Yup.
It is very
It's
seasonal,
very
Dave.
seasonal.
It is very seasonal.
And it's just like sometimes you get angry when you see like the big time streamers still having the 100K views and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's like how?
They've also been doing it so much longer,
Yes,
so like,
but you see that and it just it sucks. But at the same time, it's like you still got to build your audience. You still got to do this. And I appreciate the lurk and all that. And everyone that has followed during the stream today, I do definitely appreciate it. I see you. I'm reading chat along the way. So just because you guys are lurking and all that or saying the all that stuff, I do see it. I appreciate all you guys.
Thank you for lurking.
hey,
Now,
buddy.
when it comes to building a community, what's the first thing you did, and what advice would you give to someone who is still trying to build their community or looking for a community to join?
Personally, and this could go for everybody, like, build that relationship. Talk in chat in the servers. Like, make your presence very well known. Comment the best you can, even if it's a GIF, like something
Mhm.
to show that you're there. Because at least for me, it worked out. Like I play games with Tatted and Nuna, and I've played with Reckless, and like just a huge amalgamation of people. Just because I simply talked and built that relationship and that connection to build up like my own community of people. It's that easy.
Mhm.
For me, talk with everyone and listen to everything that everyone tells you. Because there was a lot of times where I thought, like, I didn't say anything, and then it's like, oh, you know what? Let's have a message. Let's just put a message in, and this is back when things were XL.
Mhm.
Let me just put a message in main chat. Let's see what happens. And it's like 15 people all wanting to
Mhm.
talk or have a conversation. And then as far as like building and just like if you're like honestly look at your friends. Look at the people who have done it already and what are they doing to be keep it going and be successful.
Mhm.
A lot I again shout out to Tatted. I looked at Tatted.
Mhm.
I watched and I looked at how Tatted built her community, what keeps her going. I looked at Chu. I looked at everyone in our group, our little family. I looked at everybody to see what they were doing. Just because it's like you got
Mhm.
everyone, everyone's done it,
Mhm.
and they're still doing it. They're still building it. So what are you guys doing that I can bring to my streams and my community to make it even better? Cue the tears, Tatted. Cue the tears.
Cue the tears.
I feel that when it comes to building a community, um, you want to make what's right for you as a yourself as a brand, but also you want to. I love it. Someone give me the tissue. um, you know, community is your focus point of big streaming. You know, you want to build your
Mhm.
own. You want to join other communities. I mean, look at our community. It's beautiful. I love it. Everyone's a
Mhm.
family. Everyone's friends. Everyone is
Mhm.
so close. And I feel like one person messing with us, you got a whole army coming after you. And I just love that.
Yep.
Oh,
Like,
hands down.
like you mess with one of us, oh, you better be watching your back.
Yup.
I think
Oh
that's why I
man.
love this community so much because we're that close. Like, you're not gonna fuck with one of us. Like, you're not gonna fuck with family.
No,
No.
not at
Um,
all.
and that's why I love this community, and that's why it's like that's why I joined this community. Because as soon as I joined, I saw that instantly. And that was back in the
Mhm.
XL
Yeah.
days, but now we're closer
Mhm.
with Zero Horizons and all that, and you see that,
Absolutely.
you see that, you see the bonds, you see the growth in all of us, not just one another, but any relationship of us as family.
Mm. After everything that's funny. Yeah, get it, Psycho.
But I think that's the beauty of our community that we're building is that you mess with one, you mess with all of us. We're a team.
Mhm.
We're not just a team. We're a definition of what a family is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I just love that. But when it comes to finding one or building one your own, you just want something to what fits you as
Mhm.
well. At the end of the day, you want to see what fits you as a person, what's going to help you grow. And, there's plenty of community out there.
Mm-hmm. You just gotta find which one.
You just got to fit,
Honestly,
yeah, you just got to
and the
find
best
which
advice.
fits.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you had to restart today with 0 followers, what would you do differently? Like, if everything got reset, people didn't know who you were, what would you do differently now if you had to go back to 0?
Me personally, how I would do it is one, I would do anything and everything. And the very beginning, it was for me. It was again just a lot of FPS, a lot of Valorant, a lot of COD, and love those games. Everyone loves those games. There's a lot of people that play those games that we even know, but they're mainstream games, right? They are big games. Everyone plays them.
Mm-hmm.
And not saying that like you can't do it and be successful. It's just there's gonna be a challenge. There's
Mhm.
You either gotta be entertaining or be the best at the game.
Mm-hmm.
How I saw it. So I'd say right away just like try everything, but also the next step with that is like find your people and find your following because and the best way for me to put it is I'd rather have 4 quarters than 100 pennies.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather have 4 people who will always be will do their best to always be in chat, support me, and be there and love like game with me, love me, than 100 people who are just there for one day.
Yeah,
Mhm.
So
I agree
I
with that.
I wouldn't change anything. I mean, what I've done so far has worked out very well in my favor. So like I can't really say I change anything. I mean, maybe one thing in its entirety is post more on social media, but other than that, like it's great.
Huh. Yeah, I feel that with the whole posting on social media, getting more of your name out there on other platforms. Um, definitely when it comes to me, um, look for your people first, and then build off of that. And like, I completely agree with the whole. I'd rather have 4 people here that are genuine, that are there, than 100 people that is there for one string and never seen again. Because then those 4 people, you're gonna have years of jokes to talk about and all these memories that you build on, and that's the beauty of it. And that's the people that you want to keep around because, like, come 2, 3 years down the road, you're gonna sit here and talk about them with your friends. You'd be like, "Remember this time where this and this happened?" And I just love that. Now, here's a new question I have that I did not ask in the first episode. What trends in streaming do you hate or think are overdone?
I looked at this one, and I still, like, I guess, like, for me, one of the biggest ones, I think is just, like, I don't know, for me, it's more of just, like, I wouldn't say there's, like, I can't really think of, let me put it that way, I can't really think of trends that I've, like, seen so far. And that's, like, the hard thing for me with this question. It's just, like, I guess I haven't seen a lot because a lot of times it's just a lot of my support goes to our family, our
Exactly.
close people. So it's like I tried not to like look at other people like in their main like the bigger people and everything, and a lot of times it's just I don't really care for it.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't look at like if I see a trend and I don't like it, I just won't keep up with it. So
Yeah.
To each their own, honestly. But there's not really a trend out there that has flooded my Twitch stuff. So, oh god, he has something now.
Hold on. One of it died. One died already, and I'm thankful it died. But the goddamn feet in our damn chat,
Oh, I completely forgot about that. Oh
the
no!
damn feet. Keep your toes away from me.
I completely forgot about that. I'm not gonna lie.
And what's even worse, they stopped the toes, and now it's throwing ass. And
Yeah, now
it's
it's
shitting
like,
ass. And it's
No. No one
Hyper,
said
don't
feet.
you do it.
No one said feet.
don't worry. No one said it. Don't worry about it.
God, I completely forgot that existed.
I forgot about that too myself. Oh.
I blame Saiku. I blame Saiku and Vidi for that one because you two were the ones that started it.
I'm just waiting for someone to have a feet emote now.
And
I'm like watching it.
it would be
Mo-
Seiku doing it.
Feet.
There it is!
All right, Fiku, stop it.
What streaming has meant to you?
It's honestly, it's been huge. For me, it means a lot. For me, it truly does, just because I found my people. I found a schedule that works for me, but also like is what plays best to who I am, and I can't be more thankful for it. I'm blessed to say that I can do this and enjoy it and have the people around me. So
It makes me feel accomplished. Like my inner child is living out her insane dream and just skipped from being a YouTuber to just a streamer. Like she skipped a couple hundred steps, but like, she's she's where she wants to be in the idea of like, oh, I should do this or I want to do this. Well, little one, you're doing it, so congratulations.
Streaming has really opened up a hole for me where, as I said earlier, I was one of those people in school of like, I was so nervous, so shy. Like, if I wasn't up there, you're not gonna see me up there on like in front of the class or on
Mm-hmm.
stage for I don't know a debate or whatever it may be if you're in history
Mm-hmm.
class. It's like I'm not getting up there if I don't have to. And I guess you know getting to know my people, getting to meet my people. It's like at the end of the day, streaming has brought me all you amazing people in my life. If I didn't decide to take a chance on myself, I wouldn't have met all you guys. I wouldn't have met this
That
family.
is very true.
I put myself and I challenged myself to do this, and now I did it. Now I get to do this with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I get to know you guys, and I've just all the friendships I've had along the way so far has meant the world to me. And it just the love that we all share for each other, and it just something that I never really seen back home.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like here I have it here with all you guys.
It's a different type of love.
It is.
It
It
is.
really is. It people don't realize it until you get into streaming.
Yeah.
Everyone has that. Oh, you're just a streamer. You're just playing video games. Go get a real whatever.
Yeah.
People judge us for it.
Yep.
But here we are having genuine conversations with one another all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
You know, having these moments where we just sit down, chat, and just wind down and be each other's distraction from whatever we're dealing with. And I love it.
Oh, what a distraction it is.
It really is.
It really is.
And I love it. Now, in your opinion, what keeps you in someone else's stream? What do you enjoy watching from another streamer?
For me, genuinely being like you're active with one, you're active with chat. Two, like I get like if you got 40 people, it's hard to talk to
Mm,
every single one of them.
Mhm.
You gotta like look and see like oh like this is what it is, and you even if it is just like maybe you missed a message, but it's like that next message you send, and it's like oh yeah like I saw you, and it's like or it's just like getting the notice from the streamer, and then the other like we talked about earlier, just being true and genuine,
mm,
being true and genuine to yourself, because it's like who people notice that humans see when people are putting on an act,
mm,
and who like a lot of people, at least in my eyes, for I don't want to watch someone who's putting on an act.
mm.
I want to see someone's true
Mhm.
genuine side.
Yeah.
Mm. I honestly, I side with Mo on this. I mean, again, it's a range for everybody.
Mm,
Not everybody is going to want to be talked to or to be entertained by the person and is just there to watch the game in real time.
mm,
So, but honestly, it's the chaos that you can inflict on people. Like, again, making them scared, making it difficult. Like, with Reckless play, what, Valheim, and Mo likes to spawn in monsters to kill them. Like, that's entertaining.
mm,
And then people are like, well, that's not nice, and try to flip it and be the good guy for them. So it's like, it's stuff like that where your chat can interact in some form, and there's always the good and the bad side.
mm.
Regardless of how well you know and love somebody, there is always that split, and it's great.
Oh, for sure.
Mm,
I think it's just the streamer and how they interact with their chat and how well they let their chat kind of make the
Mhm.
streamer as well.
Mhm.
Kind of like what you said, Squid, when it comes to like all the alerts that they may have. That's the first thing I'm seeing. Is what alerts you got?
Yep.
What alerts you got?
Yeah.
Um, Secondly, it's just just even though if you have all these people in your chat, it's like you're still taking a chance
Mhm.
to thank all of them or interact with all of them. You may miss one, you may miss a question or whatever, you may miss a message, but you're making an effort.
Yeah.
You're still interacting with your chat. You're still commentating. It's always one of those things that people say is that you're not coming in there for the game they're playing. You come in there for the person.
Yeah.
Which is true.
And that's one thing I learned early on is that I always thought maybe it's the game that I'm playing that people don't watch. But then I
Mhm.
I realized it because so before like I started diving into different content and different games and whatnot, it was just all strictly Pokemon that I was doing. Like
Yeah.
that was all I was doing. Now I'm like diving into some other stuff every once in a while. And I was like, maybe Pokemon isn't everyone's cup of tea. So I was like, maybe switching it up a little bit. But then I was like,
Mhm.
after I see the stat line, I was like, Pokemon did better than Fortnite did.
Yeah.
I was like, so maybe it isn't the game. It's just me.
Mhm.
Um, because one thing that I do with Pokemon streams is I put a lot more time and I put a lot more energy in it. I do like these crazy challenges with the games and make them a lot more
Yeah.
difficult for me. Uh, I don't play just vanilla Pokemon. I make it difficult to make it entertaining for you guys to see the suffering. Plus, it's like it's more enjoyable.
Let's suffer.
It's more enjoyable to beat those type of games with the community because we're all
It is. It
at that
really
moment
is.
where it's like I finally beat this game that I struggled with, and I had all you guys here with me. But you
Yeah.
also were also one of the reasons why it made it so hard.
Correct me if I'm wrong. One of your streams, you had it reset it how many freaking times? Like,
the reaction right away.
Oh my goodness! I gotta bring back my wheels because there's one. I was the farthest I was in on a run. So if you guys don't know, I play Pokemon where if a Pokemon dies, it's dead. I can't use it anymore during a run. If my whole team faints, I had to reset from the beginning of the game.
Yep.
Very difficult. And I was so close. I think I was at like the sixth or seventh gym. And one of my wheel spins says just reset. I'm getting ready to, I was prepping for the seventh gym of this game. And someone comes in who is an active wheel spinner. And he's all like, oh, by the way, hits it. By the way, I have to go. Have a good rest of the stream. And it was reset. I'm like, you literally came to my stream just to reset me from the almost the ending of the game, not to
yeah.
restart. Oh, it was so devastating.
That's. Ooh, that hurts.
It was painful. And that's why a lot of people like those Pokemon streams that I do. Is I make them chaotic.
Mhm.
I make them not just he's just playing Pokemon, you know.
Mhm.
But on occasion, I nickname Pokemon after the followers or people who are active in chat. So that's another thing.
Yep.
And it's like I always tell people, I'm like, I'm naming Pokemon after you guys. So if you guys are killing these Pokemon off, they're killing my followers off.
Right.
As Rekka would say, he's always a sacrifice.
Yeah, that checks.
Now, this is a fun one. And there's a couple of things I can say about this one. But what is one thing, or a couple, we can add to it, that a viewer said to you that has stuck with you during your career so far?
So for
The
me, this
goddamn
was
feet.
not
Not
the feet.
the
Not the
feet.
feet.
I'm sorry, I have to. I know it's.
But no, for me,
Reckless must die.
this was blame tag. Hashtag blame tag.
Hashtag blue data.
But this is when I was in Montana living by myself. There was a moment where I started finding my people. And this is like when I'm starting to figure things out. And the person that I used to play, old friend, not anymore. He used to be, but like we used to play all the time because he was the only person I could play with at that point. And then I got Squid, then I got Siege, then I had Tatted, like everything just all started to form. And he got upset, and there was a lot of jealousy of like, you don't play games with me no more. And it was like I was bouncing from Valorant to COD to Marvel to Fortnite to Rainbow Six. Like I was playing everything I could with people. And he put in my chat, Tatted was in there, and I remember talking to Tatted about this, and he put in my chat saying, "You'll never make it," and that stuck with me because this person that was supposed to be the closest person, or like one of the closest people to me, the one I play games with, and the one that supports me, and like was watching my streams. He used to always watch it, and saying "You'll never make it" is what it wasn't even more of like I'm gonna prove you wrong. It was more of like that's not who you need in your life.
Exactly. Nope. Exactly what Tad had said. Look where the fuck you're at now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We here.
We here.
It genuinely for me as a whole, it was everyone just popping in my stream and saying hello and asking about my day and like vice versa. Like that's been the most consistent thing. But I learned this thanks to Witchy. But her dad was watching one of my streams off of her brother's phone and he called me funny. And I'm like, I didn't know I was that hilarious, but thanks. But like it's one of those like off and out of chat things where you're just like you're gonna remember that. You're gonna remember that someone across the world is calling you funny and that they like you and you've never talked to them ever. Like it's just something where you're like, I can impact all ages. So it's awesome.
So, for me, there's two. There's two of them that have stuck to me. First one was the night that I really decided to name the podcast Real Talk with BigE. It was that conversation because we didn't have a lot of people in that stream. No, we did, but towards the end of it, when it died off, when we got into like the conversation, it was only a couple of us left. Unless a lot of people were like just lurking, not like conversating. But there's one guy in the stream, you know, the whole time talking back and forth, talking about just life in general.
Yep.
And he's all, you know, this is back when it's like, as a male, we're supposed to have that no crime mentality and all that. You're a guy, be one type of thing. So letting my guard down, letting it out and whatnot. And he said, like I said earlier, that it's crazy to see someone with the biggest heart but hurting the most inside. And that's where this whole thing sparked with I'm going to let my guard down. I'm going to say what I want to say. I want to get personal.
Yeah.
That's where the real talk comes from. Now the second one, now this one's a more of a funnier story than kind of a more serious one. So it was, I think it was last year, and no, it was 2024. Holy shit, it's 2026. Uh, 2024, because I just hit my 300 follower mark in July of that year, and actually, it was also when I came back from having my month hiatus as well. You know, after all that deep stuff went down. So between coming back, my birthday is in July, and I just hit my first milestone, my first follower milestone of 300 as a streamer, all within 1 week of coming back.
That that's huge.
We did my longest stream of an 8-hour stream to celebrate not just my birthday but the milestone stream of 300. As you guys, if you guys don't know, when I do these milestone streams, I do a little bit longer stream. You know, 8 to 12 hours or whatever it may be, just to celebrate with my community and all that. And we're playing Pokemon Stadium. We're playing both of the Stadium games. That was my choice of that stream. Um, and this is when Stardust first came around. We all know our boy Stardust.
Good old Stardust.
We know our boy Stardust. This is when he
Yeah, for
first
sure.
followed me. To this day, I remember it because, you know, we were playing One Hit Wonders, uh, and Barbie Girl came on. We're just jamming out to Barbie Girl. And he's all like, man, the vibe was amazing here. You know, we're just playing Pokemon. You're jamming out to One Hit Wonder like Barbie Girl and all that. And he's like, honestly, out of all the streams I've seen on Twitch, this is probably one of my favorite streams I've ever seen.
Gotta love that.
Mind you, I just dealt with one of my biggest things that I dealt with in my personal life a month ago from this. So that just meant the world to me hearing. After just coming back from streaming, his first time being in my stream, and it just went from there.
That's amazing.
And just it stays true to, it's like, you know, I was just being myself, having a good time. It was my birthday. It just hit my first milestone. Um, and it just went from there. You know, we're just vibing, and just see that after all the personal stuff that I was dealing with, being told I wasn't gonna make it. You know, people that I really was looking forward to that, um, like a good job or acknowledgement, I wasn't getting from. You know, and going from there, hearing that, it just blew my mind.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. It's crazy to see who some with being the first time in your chat, and they tell you that. Not someone's been in your chat like 10 different times or whatnot, but the first time.
It just that hits.
Does.
Yeah.
That hits.
Makes you feel so good about yourself.
It
And
hits the heart right there.
I think it's more so of everything I dealt with right before that.
And it absolutely does.
That just made
It's
everything
that
more special.
validation that you needed.
Yeah. It's just another reason why I'm glad I continue to do it. Because if I didn't, I would have never got that moment.
Exactly. And things would have been very different.
I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be streaming. I wouldn't be doing this. So, but yeah, shout out to Stardust for doing that and really getting that spark back for me. Because I needed that pick me up, and I mean, it was a great stream no matter what, but just that pick me up from that really helped.
Yeah.
Now, what is a streamer's biggest mistake when they first start? So, what is their biggest beginner mistake to avoid?
Do not compare yourself to anybody in the
Yeah.
sense of wanting to. If you're trying to compare to figure out how to grow better and like how what you can bring,
Mm,
that is one thing. But comparing yourself of like why am I not doing as good as them? Of
Yeah.
like I should be there. No,
yeah.
that's probably one of the biggest mistakes I did because trying to compare myself to everybody else. I'm like I need like what am I doing?
Mm-hmm,
And
Mhm.
I should be there.
mm-hmm.
Like don't expect anything.
Um, but I'm pretty on par with what he said. Like, and everyone's yelling, "Be yourself."
Exactly. Yep. Be
Be
yourself is definitely a big
yourself.
one.
But like, don't put a mask on. Don't be somebody you're not.
Don't focus on
Like, I
numbers.
understand. Yeah. Like, I completely understand at the beginning where you have this shield over yourself because you don't know where you're going with this just yet.
Mm-hmm,
And that's completely normal. Because I was like that. But when you're friends with all these awesome people, like, you that shield goes away, that mask goes away, like you are completely and early yourself, the best way you can be, and just rock it.
Again, like Tyler just said, you just have fun with it.
exactly.
Mm.
When we start this journey and you find out, oh, there's money involved, a lot of people is like, let's get there. How do we get there? How's the fastest route to get
Mm-hmm.
there? It's not all about the money. For me, I just want this. I want the bond. I want this activity, this communication, this family.
Mm-hmm.
This is all I've ever wanted out of
Yeah.
this. Like, if this is all I get out of this and not make money, I'd be completely fine with it.
Yeah, I completely agree
I
with
mean,
you
don't get
on
me
that.
wrong, the money is extra money is nice,
Mm-hmm.
but that's not what we're doing it for.
Exactly.
We're here to entertain, be ourselves, have a good time. But when people find out that you can make money off of this, a lot of beginning
Mm-hmm.
streamers, that's their first mindset. Is okay, what do I got to do?
Yep.
And it's like that's not what it's about. Also, don't stress yourself that you don't have these criteria that you need to make because it's not a race. It's not a race. Because the thing is, as well, is when you make those milestones or whatever, and then you get too over your own head
Yep.
when you're not ready for it.
Yeah.
And I've seen it a lot over the past 2 years I've been doing this, 2.5. They get
It's
over themselves, and it's like you can tell they're not ready for the next step.
Mm-hmm.
They just rushed it because they're not. Now we have this and all that, and it's like just be yourself, have a good time, enjoy the ride.
mm, the
Learn.
journey is something.
The journey is
Yeah.
definitely something. I mean, as we've been talking for almost 2 hours, and it's like we're talking about our journeys, and look at what we're building here.
Mm-hmm.
You got three people who have, well, you guys have met IRL, but we've all never met IRL. You got all these people in chat who we've never seen IRL.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like we're all talking about our journeys, being ourselves, being vulnerable, and letting ourselves out there more. And I love that.
It's something that a lot of people can't say they can have in their
Exactly.
life.
Yeah.
And this is what I want to do more of is like I can't remember, it was Video and Chew. They're like, we need something like this around the around the Discord, around the community.
Mhm.
Mm.
And if I'm able to hold that with this community, I'm honored. I'm honored to have people come in here and share their stories and be themselves and be the outlet for them to do it.
In BigE we trust.
BigE we trust.
Put a hashtag on that.
The next hashtag that's gonna go around.
Oh, that's gonna be the new
And
trend.
watch it. It'll
That's
happen.
the
I
new
guarantee it.
trend.
Because it's a good one.
Exactly.
Now, do you ever feel like you can do this full time as a full time creator?
I could. I could. I'm not gonna chase it in the sense of that's the goal. The goal again, for me, if it comes, it comes.
Mm.
If I'm blessed to have the opportunity to be able to be a full time creator and not have to worry, yeah, oh yeah. But that's not going to be the main goal of like chasing that. It's I there's stuff in my life that it's like I have set up already, and it's like there's a plan, there's a goal within life. Streaming to me, and she's helped me with this a lot. It's a it's just a thing to do. It's it's a side thing in my life that is fun. That is for like I can do it with friends. I can do it with her. Me and her have had great moments on stream of us playing It Takes Two, where she's yelling at me for 30 minutes because I can't hop on a damn lily pad. Like I, it's those moments that it's like, if it comes, yeah, I would love to be a full time creator. I would do it.
I would love to have that opportunity. Like at that point to me, like I'm living my childhood dream to the max. But like I'm getting my master's degree, he's getting his degree. He has a job lined up, I potentially do. So like our lives are already starting, and in this economy, we're gonna need the jobs.
This is very true.
In this economy, we'll need the jobs, but I would love to have that opportunity. I would love everything to just be at home and get paid to play video games. Like, who wouldn't want that?
Oh, for
That's
sure.
every teenager's dream. So,
I mean, you see, it's crazy to see some of these people who are like early 20s and all that. And some of them are making three, four, hell, even five times more than myself or whatever. It's like,
mhm,
I mean, you see it, but you also know, you gotta know how much they put in the work as well.
mhm,
Like, there's no overnight sensation. That's a myth.
Yep.
No one has started day one and started making all that money.
right.
And it just, down the road, would I love to do it? Yes. I mean, as Squid said, it's as an inner child's dream of just being able to sit down and play video games and get paid for it. That's any of our dreams.
Yep.
But you don't want to take the enjoyment out of playing a video game and make it more of a job,
Mhm.
because then it's just gonna feel like a job. You're gonna be dreading it. It's like, oh, I still gotta do this. It's gonna take the fun out of it.
Yep.
So there's kind of a yes and no for me. I mean, if it presents itself, yeah, I'm gonna take it.
Mhm.
But I know if I do go full time, I'm still gonna have that like part time.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, you can't rely on people every month to pay your bills.
Exactly.
Because what do people do if you have one bad month?
Yeah, exactly.
They're gonna
Like,
they're gonna try so hard.
Oh yeah,
They're gonna go. That's the hard part is you have that one bad month. Now you're
overdo
gonna
it.
go down. You're gonna overdo and
Mm-hmm.
go down a path that isn't the
Oh,
right one.
it's not healthy on you mentally. You're gonna lose your passion for it because now it's like, oh, now I gotta pay my bills.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's where they get to, I don't want that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So it's
I
like,
think it also depends if you see it as a job. Like if you have like a part-time or full-time job and you're seeing streaming as a job in itself, like then you probably shouldn't be aiming for a goal to be streaming full-time.
oh, for sure.
If you are simply streaming because you just enjoy the interactions or you enjoy like streaming these games or conversations with people,
Mm,
like you might make it there.
mm. Sometimes all it does take is one big stream for the
Mm-hmm.
right people to see who you are.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another thing that's amazing about what we do is all it takes is one stream to change
Mm-hmm.
everything.
Exactly.
It's like you can have the right person raging you that's in their community, and it's like, oh, okay, someone's in there, and you just had another like big time streamer in there. They see you, they like you, and they're like, I trust this person.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm. It's that's just the crazy thing about it is that all it takes is one stream, one day. But at the end of the day, you still got to think about that. You don't want to make it to be your main focus.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to be in your main priority because then, like we keep saying, you have a bad month. Now you gotta stress yourself. Now you gotta force yourself to do more. Compared to where you have a five to 7 to 5 hour job,
Mm-hmm.
5 days a week. You're barely making it, but you're still making it. Compared
Exactly.
to okay, yeah, I'm doing what I want to do with streaming full time, but now I'm stressed out because I didn't make enough money to get by the entire month. So it's like just one of those things that you always want to keep in mind when it comes to wanting to become a full time and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Now with goals, what are some of your short term and long term goals?
For me, definitely short term is branch out more. Branch out more, whether that's networking, game, like actual games to play, but just branch out more. Long term, I have two goals. One, keep the same attitude, keep the same, still be the same person. And then the second goal is partner.
Mm,
That's just my mind went like my mind thinking long term is partner, and it's only again only when I'm ready. Like when I'm ready to like right now, I feel I know like Tatted is doing me and Tatted were doing like the in my stream the other day it was like vote for partner 2026 and it's like if it happens it happens but again right now I don't think I'm ready for partner.
mm.
I know I'm not ready for partner. If it happens I'm cool with it but that's the long term goal right now.
Well, I mean, everyone was saying Squid for partner too, but I don't want that. I'm not aiming for that. It's honestly like my long term goals have no short, but my long term it's just still continue gaming and streaming with my friends and my chosen family. Like the amount of crazy things that have happened because of these people, God, like
And just a short time for you as well,
insane.
because
Yeah,
it's only been what a year. You said,
it'll be a year in April. Yeah.
yeah, and all the stuff you've already done in the short time, all the amazing people
Mm-hmm.
you've met during the short time. Just imagine what's going to happen in 2 to 3 years from now from you.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean,
He hopes that's the case.
both of you guys are doing fantastic jobs from what I see in all your
Thank you.
streams. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys grow more in the future. And being able to be here talking about it, and then here 3 years from now, we're celebrating Mo and hitting partner, and Squid, you're doing your thing and doing amazing stuff, and I cannot wait to see what you guys have in store for the future. For me, my short term is to branch out, just like what you said, Mo. I want to I want to get more involved with streaming with friends. A lot of my stuff I do a lot of solo stuff, but I want to start branching out more, playing with friends, get out of my comfort zone, and get out there
Mhm.
more. For long term, literally get this going, get this podcast going. Like I said, I want people to know me by this podcast.
Mhm.
The goal is I want these streams to reach those big time streamers that I follow and these content creators that I've looked up to, and hopefully one day one will send me a DM and be like, "I want to be on your show."
And that's where you know you've hit
Like,
it.
yes, it's just having one of them because all it takes is one, and then you got their community, their people that want to be on, and just going to conventions, setting up interviews all day with different content creators, and that's the goal. That's
Mhm.
the big time goal. Is I want to take this and up my stocks and up who I am as a person.
And how it just based off this episode and even the episode before,
Mm.
it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I like you were this the way you're doing here is amazing, and it's gonna blow up.
It's funny because Chew and I, Chew, Vinny and I, we talked a lot right before episode one. As with them being first one, I've been talking to them a lot about it. They know how
Mhm.
dedicated I am with this. They know how passionate I am about this. When I originally this was supposed to start in November,
Mm.
but I had stuff going on. IRL stuff passed it by, and then I'm
Mhm.
like, with it being November, we're still in the holiday seasons. Let's just get through this holidays, and we'll go from there.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like I just want to do this,
The
and
excitement.
it's the excitement. Like I was saying on Wednesday, I had all these questions done for you guys, and I almost got a hold of you guys and be like, let's do this right now.
Yeah.
Like,
I
I'm that.
We probably would have done it too.
I'm like, I'm this excited about this. Like after
But
this,
it's that excitement that people are gonna notice.
yeah, because like I can hype up. I'm at I think episode 4, possibly 5, worth of guests,
Mhm.
and it's like I'm excited because it's like it's getting out there. More people want to be a part of
Mhm.
it, and it just makes me happy because I get to do this more,
Yeah.
and this is what's going to help the long term goal happen.
Yep. And it'll get there.
Now, if you know someone that wants to start streaming or is starting out or has not, what advice would you give them to someone who needs that step, that talk about getting started?
It's a process, but the process is worth it.
Mhm.
And the only way, like the way that the make the easiest way to get through it and to be able to be happy with it and enjoy it for me at least is what I would tell them is find your people. And if
Mhm.
you already have your people, enjoy the process with your people.
Definitely. On that one, definitely. To expand more on it, again with Pixel and with Siege, like if you have friends that already stream and you want to get a feel of how it is, bring that up to them. Play games with them. Like talk to people in chat if they can hear you. Like the first step is to interact, and if you enjoy the interaction and you enjoy people saying like, "Oh, hi, how are you?" and you're not the one streaming, do it. Do it with your friends until you feel comfortable to go off and do your own thing. Or, like us, keep that same group of people and play games that you may never have played or that you can all play together. It makes everything so much more fun, so much more comfortable.
Definitely. The advice I always give is just do it. You know, what if it's something that you find that maybe it's not for you? At least you did it. At least you gave it a try.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Maybe you dip your toes in it. Maybe just a little bit of a. Maybe I'll come back to it. I mean, that's how I was. Like I did 3 months of it, and then I was like, maybe this isn't for me. But then I took all the rest of 2023 off from June to February of 2021. Jesus, 2024, and we've been going since.
Yeah.
And just bet on yourself. Because at the end of the day, that's all you. That's what you have, is
Yeah.
yourself. Because if you don't bet on yourself, how do you expect people to bet on you?
Mm-hmm.
You
You
gotta
know,
trust in
my thing
yourself.
is, I always tell people, I'm not Big E without you guys. I'm just another person behind the camera. This community, this what I do is more of a family thing than just a me thing.
Yeah.
You know, just one of those things where it's like your community is just as much important as the streamer.
It's what makes. I wouldn't say it's what makes a streamer, but it definitely does have an effect on the streamer.
Mm-hmm.
It
Mm-hmm.
has a it has a positive. It can let me say that it has a. If you're in the right community, it has a very positive effect, and it has a very great blessing effect to it. If you're in the wrong community, it can be a very negative effect.
Sure. Message to your past self.
There's a lot I can say my past stuff.
You're where you want to be in life, kid.
you you're better. You're stronger than you think. You're better and you're stronger than you think. And I think knowing what I know now, telling that to myself, it's more of okay, you're good. You have people, and then the strength wise, it's like you can get through a lot more than you think.
My thing is, I would tell myself how proud I am for getting out of my comfort zone, uh,
Mm.
deciding to bet on myself, and take that chance to hit the go live button, but also learn the ins and out as it's more than just going live. You know, there's so much more than just going live that you have to do, that you learn. And that's another thing that people don't understand that they're not streamers is that just because we are playing video games doesn't mean we're not doing more. You know, there's networking, there's supporting others. There's getting yourself out there more and putting stuff on more social medias and all of that. So I would literally just tell myself, continue what you're doing. Don't give up because you also have an amazing family backing you up,
Mhm.
and just keep going. Keep looking forward to the future and don't look back.
And that's what it is. Because I'll tell everyone right now. And if there is someone who's thinking about streaming in chat right now and just isn't doing chat, there's a lot of stuff that you are going to learn. There's a lot of stuff that you're gonna bite the
Mhm.
bullet on, and but it's worth it.
It's
Again,
okay to have mistakes, guys.
Yeah.
there's been nights where I've got off stream and we've had nights where it's a 6 hour, 8 hour stream, and from stream go into video editing till 2, 3 in the morning.
Mhm.
Not saying that's the best way to do it because that is not the best way to do it. Do not take that advice.
Don't do what he did.
But you do what you have to do,
Mhm.
and it is there. There are times you don't want to edit a video. There are times you just want to relax and watch TV and not network as much, or like there's a
Mhm.
lot of those times, but it's worth it to do it. And you learn how to how to like switch things around and do things certain ways to help better yourself. So
I always thank Ezri for a lot early on in my career.
Mhm.
Because when I joined Team XL, she was the first one who, besides Chew, who literally took me under her wing.
mm.
Like I say to this day, guys, you should have saw my average viewer before she's like, you know anything about this stuff? No. All right, let's talk. And from that day,
Let
and
me show you real quick.
from this day, you guys, literally just a month of listening to her and her mindset and everything she's taught
Mhm.
me. I hit affiliate within a month after taking her advice. When I had point, what was it, 0.86 viewer was what my thing was when she looked at it.
The viewer things suck so bad.
Because of I was just going live and not thinking about, I'm streaming 5 days, 7 hours a week to
Mhm.
no one because I wasn't getting my
Mhm.
name out there. I didn't know about rating out. I didn't know about this or that. I didn't know. I didn't know all the
Yeah.
importance of the stuff outside of streaming. So shout out to Esri because if it wasn't for her, I probably would not be where I'm at today without her.
There's a few people I definitely could say that for, and a few people that
Mhm.
I have looked at least in my journey, and I've definitely took like certain things from them,
Mm-hmm.
and like pulled certain things from their streams that I see work and tested it out in mine, just to see what it would do, or even like ask them like, hey, what do you think?
Yeah.
But if it wasn't for Esri and Chew, I probably wouldn't be here doing the podcast, be where I'm at to this day. So shout out those two, you know, taking their time to teach me what I know today. And, kind of taking, I don't know what it is, especially when it came to like Ezri, when it came to, I just joined and it was an instant click between her and I.
Mhm.
It's like we were bond instantly.
Yeah.
And
That's crazy how that works.
it went from there. She took me under her wing. We learned from each other. We became really close friends outside of streaming, and it just goes from there. I love it. Now, what is your favorite game or content this stream? Like, what is your number one favorite game?
Everybody knows mine. It's Marvel Rivals. Everyone knows it's my favorite, but I do like my occasional story-based game.
Again, first person FPS. Give me an FPS game and I will grind that game. That is my number one game that I love. Like, specifically my number one, I always go back to, and I know a lot. I know my moms hate when I go back to it because they just know how I get and like how competitive I get, and it's Valorant. Valorant's that number one game for me.
No, just no.
I know Tad is gonna. Tad always gives me a talking to whenever I play Valorant. So
Yeah.
Mine, of course, would be Pokemon. Of course, it's
Oh,
like
no, Pokemon's great too.
it's like I grew up on it. I can do so much with it. I watch a lot of creators when it comes to Pokemon, so I kind of take some of their ideas and I kind of use some of it, but also try to make it my own. The biggest thing about anything is nothing's original.
exactly.
You're taking something from someone else. And I use so much of my like energy and mindset and all this stuff when it comes to Pokemon because it's I always talk about it. If I want to be a streamer, one of the biggest things that I would wanting to bring is stuff that I grew up on.
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon being the number one. Sometimes I do wrestling games. Like when the new wrestling game comes out, I'll be doing that probably. Um, just stuff like that I grew up on. I'm not gonna, but I'm gonna enjoy playing as well.
Yeah.
So it's like the content is just the retro games I grew up on. Like here soon, I'll maybe playing Star Fox 64.
Yes.
One of my favorite games growing up. I have the Switch too, so I'm gonna play it on there. So it's like we're gonna be doing that here soon.
Oh, I'm so
That's gonna
excited.
be fun.
I'm
Um,
so excited.
but yeah, it's retro stuff is like I just love it, and I just tend to play it more than anything else. And I'm looking forward to what I have coming up. Like I said, Star Fox is coming up here shortly, probably the next couple of weeks
Mhm.
actually. Um, so it's gonna be fun. Last thing before we get into you guys' relationship is one word describe your journey.
Blessed. Blessing. That's the word. Blessing.
Mm. Laughter.
Laughter, I love it.
Laughter.
I will say thankful.
Mm.
Thankful for pretty much all that I've learned from
Yeah.
all the friendships I've made along the way. Um, and just thankful for being able to sit here and do this 2 years, almost. Yeah, it'll be almost my 2 year anniversary of doing this full time. So, well, not
Ooh.
full time, but
Close enough.
yeah, close enough.
It's right
But yeah, I'm
there.
thankful for all this. That I'm thankful for all of it.
Mm.
So now, let's get into the mind of your guys' relationship.
The juicy stuff.
So, first one is very big when it comes to being a streamer, but also in a relationship. As so, when it comes to being a relationship as a streamer, does it help that your partner streams as well? If you were a streamer and your partner wasn't, how important would their support be towards you? Do you think it's easier as a gaming couple that makes streaming work?
Me? Alright, cool. Anyway.
Yeah, you
um It generally, to me, like his presence, whether it's like we're visiting each other or he's just in my chat and he's not gaming with me or he's the one gaming with me, I appreciate it so ungodly much. But even if he wasn't streaming, I still know he'd be sitting in my chat or in a Discord call, like harassing me in some way. Or like rooting me on and stuff like that. But I would say a couple that games together and streams together is insanely healthy. It's worked out for us, but everyone's different. But to us, like it has helped a lot. And even if we stream and game two separate things, we're still we still have the other person's stream pulled up. We'll periodically say something in chat when we're not playing a game and just acknowledging like, hey, we're still here, still watching, still listening. So
Honestly, it's amazing. I think having her as a streamer is very helpful. And the reason why I say that is because there's just a lot of moments that there's a lot of moments we'll be done with streams and like talk about something, or I'll get done with the stream and I'll like turn to her and talk to her about something that I didn't like or like something I could have did better, and it's like she understands because there's moments that she has that, and it's like that little moment to just like decompress and let things go. The fact that we both can relate to it in situations, it's like, oh, that's great. As for like her, the support, even if I was a streamer and she wasn't, and it happened with us. There was a month there where I was streaming and she wasn't, and but the support she gave towards me was just beyond next level. She would be playing games or like I'd be playing a game she doesn't even like, and she won't even like doesn't want to watch, but she still has me pulled up and talking in chat, still blowing up my ear with an R2D2 scream, and I
well,
can't
now it's
hear.
the meow dance. So.
Yeah, now it's meow, but it's like we had that moment of like we got the best of both worlds of like I saw her when I wasn't streaming, and like she saw me when I wasn't. I was there for her when I wasn't streaming. For 3 months, I was there for her in her chats all the time, being a mod, like games with her, like it. Knowing that we can have that same support towards each other when one of us isn't streaming is something else, and then it does make streaming a lot easier having your significant other there. And as a gaming couple, it's just nice to be able to have her and have someone that relate to games and streams and how things can be, how numbers and like all that can, because you may not want to look at the numbers, it pops up and it's like it's nice to have that second voice of like, stop, you're a good streamer, you're fine. So
I think it's I think it's in the world when it comes to being a streamer, it's I think it could be easier to be with someone that is also a streamer, or at least has a little bit of a mindset of what streaming behind closed doors is like.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you're having those times where you want to vent about a bad stream or whatever, and they don't really understand, so it's trying to talk to someone. I mean, they try to help, they want to try to help and understand, but it's
Mm-hmm.
also like they can't really help because they don't do it, type of thing. I don't know. It's kind of weird when it comes to that. When it comes to a streamer and someone that's not streaming, not around any of it, but wants to try to support.
Mm-hmm.
and that is what it is, and for a long time, like even within that first month, like that we were together and she wasn't streaming, like, or we weren't even together. We were just close. She was my best friend at that point, still, and she still is my best friend today, and like my biggest supporter. And even then, she didn't under. There were moments like I wanted to go and ask her stuff, but again, it's just she didn't understand. And now it's like I have no hesitation because she understands.
It's mostly me complaining to him.
Yeah, I'm not saying anything,
Hey, Nuna, thanks for the raid. Appreciate it.
but no.
Nuna. Now, who was interested first? How long have you two been together, and who dropped the first love bomb?
I had interest first. And I'm pretty sure almost everybody knows this. Um, Pixel and him were friends for about like 6 months prior to all of that happening. And she raids out to him. I think he was playing Val. I don't know. But but
Not even a chance.
I saw his bright ass smile. He was having the time of his life. And I was like, damn, he's kind of cute. And then Pix had a mission to get us to talk to each other. And, lo and behold, it worked. We'll be together for 10 months, like this month, which seems very short, and it is, because people think we've been together for years at that point. But it was great. And then, he's the first one that showed every amount of love that I needed, and, now we're here.
And I was the first one to drop the love bombs.
Yeah.
Now I am very emotional in this relationship. And I am
Yes.
proud to say it.
What was the first day like when you two officially met IRL?
Where do we start?
That was a long
I
Yes,
Yes,
we're
ma'am.
now at the part where we're talking about their relationship.
Yeah. I was going through a lot of BS because of my ex, and we had just gotten together, and it was unbeknownst to me, Pixel and him tried to surprise me that he's flying in for a weekend, but he was too excited about it. So he ended up telling me anyways, but
Well, you were going through a rough patch. There was
Yeah.
a lot going. It was a rough patch, and she had a really rough day. And I was like, I'm gonna tell her to cheer her up.
and then I cried.
I didn't want that to happen, but
Yeah, but it was very much last minute, like on his end. Like he was flying in at like 3 in the morning, and I went with Pixel and her boyfriend like to the airport and back, and we were both exhausted for the most part, but that nervousness and that excitement made things so much better, and it felt almost like natural to be like physically with him. So
definitely we were both exhausted because on my end, I wasn't. My flight got delayed by 4 hours. So
Ouch.
it wasn't supposed to be a 3 a.m. like 5 a.m. like 3 a.m. meeting time, but it was like surreal because again, I flew to her in a place I never been to. It was for me. It was like this is brand new airport, new everything. I'm going down the escalator and I'm looking for her, and
I was
see
hiding behind a pillar. I was scared.
I see pics and I see like her boyfriend, and then I see her, and it was like for a moment it was like this like I'm in a dream. One, I was just exhausted, and then but
Some
like
psychosis.
it was like the moment it happened. I'm like she ran to me, we hugged, we kissed right away, and it was just like everything was like okay, we're here. This is perfect. This is what I want. This is what we both wanted. This is what we both needed.
Mm,
And then it was like, all right, let's get our asses home so we can go take a bed. We can go to bed.
yeah. Which Pix has a video of that, and it's the funniest thing ever because all you hear is like you see me like jumping into his arms and kissing him, and all you hear is go, "Well, damn, that was quick," and her boyfriend going, "Jinx, you owe me a soda." Like it was funny, like it was insanely funny, and it's still funny now because it's just like these two people were there for this first experience, and and we get dogged on.
And you watch the video and it could be you like if without the sound, it's like, oh, this is so wholesome, and then you play it with the sound and it's like,
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
okay.
Love that. Now, who is more competitive in the relationship?
Me.
That would be Mo
I make
himself.
I make everything a challenge. I make everything. I have to be the best at everything. I have to be. It's just my life. I'm the youngest of three siblings, and I'm the youngest brother. So it was just everything was always a competition. Everything's always got to bump heads and got to be better than everybody. So
Hmm.
it's just
Though I will say now, he and I are probably pretty matched when it comes to being competitive. Because I used to never be competitive. I get with him, and it's I have to best him in any game that I play. Because I'll be damned if I don't.
mm-hmm. a little shit talk goes along with it.
Who takes longer to get ready before his stream?
This one's hard because
We don't know. Like, we really don't know. I mean, if I was doing my makeup and stuff, maybe me. But I pretty much have everything I need set up either like hours ahead of time or a day prior.
typically it's me. I will answer this. Typically it's me, and the reason why is because I come home and it's like I'll get home from the gym and it's like okay, I need to eat food. I need to I need to put like find the right hat. I need to be ready for stream. I need to sit down, get my music going, my playlists.
Because the hats matter.
So typically, in reality, the long scheme or like the big scheme of things, it's me that gets. I'm the prima donna getting ready for stream.
And it's on a podcast and he admits it. I'm winning.
Yeah, it's out there now.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone heard it.
What's something that makes your partner does that instantly makes you laugh?
We talked about this last night and it still cracks me up. So like the caveman SpongeBob episode, and you just hear him go like huh, like like he does it. Yeah, yeah, thank you. He does it so well, and it cracks me up. And there, yeah, it cracks me up every time because it's so stupid. But he just adds so much extra shit into it that I love it.
There are moments where, with her, definitely, to be honest with her, it's just, it's the stupidest thing. I don't know what it is. And it's not something I ever thought I'd be interested in. And it's this, correct me if I'm wrong, babe, but it's these people that play D&D. And they have this like animated series, and there's just the one quote of like it's like don't just trust. Like all they say, is just trust me, bro. But it's such a strained, like tired voice that every time she does it, I'm just like, I'm either
I
like
do
I'm
it so well.
speechless and I'm either speechless or I'm laughing. Like I'm dying. So it's one of those.
Eh,
That's exactly that.
I can't believe you like that one. That's so stupid.
It, it's the best.
Now, when it comes to survival, who has survived longer in a zombie apocalypse?
Well, it ain't me. No, I could probably survive for a while. Like I have really good survival instincts, but like I don't know. I'll be dead eventually.
She can hunt better than me. I'm just more. I can be more resourceful in moments, and I just have too much pride to say that I'm gonna die. So
Sounds about right.
If you could stream one game together forever, what would it be? Like, what is your guys' game?
Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora. That is our
Yes.
game. We love the movie series. We love the game. We need to get back into the game because we
Yeah.
haven't played it since last year with before the holidays. So
Mm. It's I kitted him out with my higher level stuff so he could be close to par of what I am. So
that is one game that we love.
If your relationship was a game genre, what it would be?
go ahead, babe.
We talked about this last night. And I said an RPG because at half the time we just say fuck it. We just do it. We're like we have a decision. It's like all right, we're gonna go with it and just go. Whatever happens.
Until something happens and we do like 3 side quests before we get to the main quest.
Essentially.
So
Just hit him with a Leroy Jenkins and just go from there.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
I've turned her and yelled Leroy Jenkins and yelled.
And that's why you
That's
died.
But she raises me, so it's fine.
Now, this is a fun one because there's a lot of it happening, not just in your guys' relationship, but in our group. In a roast battle, who would win between the two of you?
No, if it's just between us two, it would be him. I got some really good comebacks, but like his roasting is diabolical. If we're talking about a group setting, Witchy wins hands down.
I can
It's
see
Witchy
that.
all the way.
I can see like being witchy.
Witchy is. Witchy is definitely that person. It's me. If it's just between us two, it's me. And the reason why I say that, yes, she has good combat. She has good comebacks. I got again having roast battles with my brother, like one specific brother, because the other one is too nice. But
Yeah.
it was like if we're roasting, like going at each other, having a roast battle, we are hitting where it hurts. We are going to take every little thing that we can and just go at each other. So I would win that.
What is something that you have learned from each other from the course of knowing one another?
How to love myself. I've never loved myself. How I looked, how I talked. Like, my exes always shut down any ounce of lifting me up. Him, constant up and up.
You deserve it. She taught me how to slow down and enjoy the little things. Enjoy life and enjoy even just the simple moments of not like even if it's just us sitting there in a call together. Enjoy those little moments and cherish the big moments.
I love that one. It's those little moments that you guys remember.
Yeah.
There's a lot of those little moments that it's. I think one of my favorite is we were again the first night we met. We were all hungry. It's again we get back to the hotel like 5 a.m.
Yep.
Me and her look at each other like we're tired, but we're hungry, and we're sitting there in this hotel bed eating. She's eating these loaded like what the
They're like
I don't even know how to explain
it's
it.
like it's a loaded baked potato uh like tater tot basically.
She's eating that. I'm eating some chicken nuggets that are dusted with ranch seasoning. That was just absolutely terrible. And I look at her and I'm like, I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat it. So we just start munching, and it's like one of like those simple moments. Like we didn't even have the TV. Like we had the TV on, but not even the noise up. And we're just sitting there enjoying each other's presence at that final, like that first moment. So it's like,
Hey, thanks, Roman, for the 3 stream. Appreciate you. What's something you admire about your partner?
I love his goofiness and I love his big heart.
He does have a big heart, that's for sure.
I love. I definitely love a lot about her, but one thing I genuinely admire is just like her how good she is to bounce back and forth and like play certain like roles in the sense of like being very realistic, but then also being like very supportive and just like her flexibility with that is just I can't I can't thank her enough for it because I can be a head case sometimes of just like bouncing everything 1,000 miles an hour, and then she can stay on par with it and somehow find a way to calm me down. So
What is one thing your partner does that feels very them?
The way that he shows like how much he like loves someone. Whether it's me, his nieces and nephews, like our friends, like it's that is very much him. He is very lovable and he loves to love. So it is very much him 100%.
I would say for her, it's definitely her caring how much she cares because she cares way too. She there's moments where she cares too much, and it can come back to bite her. But how much that's just who she is. You talk to her in any conversation you can have with her. She genuinely will care whether she knows the topic, whether she knows who you are. She cares. Not the tear. Tat it. Wait, someone cue the tears. Get the tissues.
I have tissues here. I just don't want to cry because I can't see.
What's one memory that always pops up in your head about each other that still makes you smile to this day? You can only choose one.
Alright, so I had this one lined up instantly. This was the first time I was ever with him and his family, and it was at his brother's wedding, and I caught the bouquet. And I held that I held that up high, like, I did it, and he was nowhere to be seen. Oh, there it is.
And there's the bouquet.
So that's definitely mine.
One for me. It was this past time I was out there with her for the holidays, and everyone was about to go home, the families, because we were at our families. And her grandfather shook my hand and said, "You're young." He's like, "You're a great young man." And looks at her, smiles at her, looks at me, and nods his head. That is one that I replay and just like, it's that, I guess, just that, like, I appreciated it because I didn't know I needed to hear that.
There's that acceptance.
And I didn't think I was gonna be. I wouldn't say I didn't think that I was gonna be accepted. It's just I didn't. I wasn't expecting it. So
What's a streaming moment that you're proud of one another?
It was the stream where he had the heart to heart and he cried on stream and just accepted it. Like, cause we're sorry I'm calling you out on this, babe. Um, he was raised that like crying for a guy is bad, and I know a lot of guys are raised that way, but I took the time to show him off of my end. Like, if you cry, it's fine. Like, you're not weak. You are strong. To me, men that cry are the strongest people, like, in the world. So when he broke down on live, and regardless, smiling and still having fun, but I was insanely proud of him for that uncomfortableness just to be thrown out the window. Will he do it again? Probably not, but if it was a one-time effort, I'll take it.
it might happen again. For her, it's just the fact that she streamed. That very first time she clicked live for me, it was, and the reason why is because there's moments where I didn't I wanted her to, stream, but I knew that there were moments that it was like there was kind of a second guess, and I'm just proud that she did it. I'm proud that she did it. She's stuck with it, and she's doing it, and she's doing what she wanted to do as a kid, and now she's living it.
What's something streaming together has improved about your relationship?
Healthy competition. Definitely that. He's laughing because he knows it's true.
It can be very toxic in a lot of games. It's the downfall of playing Valorant. I, for me, I think it's definitely, honestly, for me, it's the communication. Me and her both already think we communicate a lot, and we're good at it, and we've grown on it. But definitely just the communication, because there's a lot of moments where it's like, "Hey, are you It lays out our day of and just planning, and then it leads into even if it's just a simple question like, "Hey, are you streaming tonight? What are you streaming? Okay, cool. Are we playing? Okay, what are we doing? What do you want to do after?" leads to just more communication. But just having that topic of stream and just like being able to talk to each other after stream,
Mhm.
like decompress stream, it's always amazing to have.
We got a couple questions left for the podcast. What's one word chat would use to describe your partner?
It entirely depends on who you talk to. In some cases, a brother. In some cases, a best friend. Cute. Facts, Nuna. But it genuinely depends on who you talk to. Like, Siege will call him his hubby. You know, like Tatted is his abuela. Like, it depends on who it is and the connection they have. But if no one knows him, they would probably say he's crazy. So
Yeah, that's fair. I don't even blame you. I think for her, if you know her, genuinely know her, and like spend time of talking with her, it's it's loving because she has one of the biggest hearts. She has it's amazing. It's loving, and if you don't know her and you tune into her stream, it can it can the main word I'd say is kind because she truly is kind, and with new people going into her stream, she knows she makes sure to talk and make sure ask how your day going, like what brings you to stream, and like if that person keeps coming back, it's just a constant. She's kind and she cares.
Definitely very accepting.
I can I can sometimes accept crazy.
depends.
All depends.
I will both say for both of you guys, from me, I will say humble.
Thank you.
I appreciate that because there's a lot of moments that I'm not humble. So.
Yeah.
But I appreciate
Now we got two more questions for you. One to not give you guys.
it.
I'm gonna get that one first before the last one.
Okay.
Where do you see yourselves together in 5 years?
You want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
You go first.
I'm putting you guys on the spot on this one.
Alright. In 5 years, I see us one having a house together, being together, living together, like that. But also with that, we still are doing the streaming. Whether that's both of us streaming at the same time, other offsetting each other, and like we've already talked about this, and like we have a room for streaming, and we have our both setups, but we have like a recliner. So like even if one of us just doesn't want to game but wants to spend time with each other, we can still sit in there and hang out and have fun. But definitely will say like in 5 years.
Real.
There will be a wedding invitation. That is.
We'll touch on that. Yeah, no, we'll touch base on that.
Wedding
one.
stream.
Don't worry. Listen, but I I already know we'll be living together by that point. We'll be married by that point. For me, it's more of like the streaming and having kids and just like the continuous love that we still show each other. and the constant support. Like, I don't want that to ever stop.
That's something I think we both have talked about. We both have like both agree that we don't want to lose love for each other or ever get to the point where it's just like going through the motions. That's like we both agree like we want to have like a day set apart just for each other. Like, and even when we're together, like spend. I told her like like once a day or like once a week. She said a few times a month, which makes more sense, but at least a few times a month, a date night to just set things aside just for us two and appreciate and love each other for who we are in the relationship.
Now, on the wedding side of things, Nuna.
Oh God.
So this was when we were still at XL, and we were just joking like, let's just live stream our wedding, so those that can't physically come can still technically like come to our wedding. And it's still been a constant like conversation piece, and we're both just like, we should do it, but should we? Like.
It's, on my end, it's not a joke anymore. I'm already getting that. I talked to a few people that we gonna have OBS set up in the back and we gonna have the camera set up right there.
Alright, bet, let's go.
Now for the last question. Before we do this, I do want to thank you guys for taking time out of your night for being here and hanging out and sharing your journey, not just your streaming, but in your relationship. I greatly
No,
appreciate
this
you
is a
guys.
pleasure. Definitely a pleasure. Thank you for having us.
Yes, I got blessed to be here.
And I always open it to everyone and you guys as well. When I do the Sunday streams, when it's just more personal, like just me, if you ever want to be a part of that podcast episodes or any of them, let me know. You guys are always, you're more than welcome to join me in any of those streams.
I appreciate that because
Yeah,
that is
I greatly
definitely
do
something I would love to do.
we'll come back 2 years from now. Recap.
That's why I record. That's why
I,
I'm uploading these onto YouTube because we can go back and look at the episodes and
Yeah.
just sit and talk about what we talked about on this episode. Now, for the last question, and I asked for any of my guests, anyone that comes through, I do want to ask you, what are 5 things that you're grateful for?
I am grateful for my friends, my family, for Mo, and for like all the love in this world. Like, I know 5, but but I genuinely do appreciate everybody. Definitely everything I could never imagine. No, there. ZH could be the 5th one. There you go.
There you go.
So grateful for ZH.
for me, definitely grateful for my families, and I say families in plural because I have my blood,
Multiple.
and then I have my chosen. My family's definitely, and then the other ones that are like the families, the fact that we can sit here and stream and do this, the ability to be able to do this is amazing, and then the gym because the gym helps me a lot. The ability to grow as a person and the like having that and understanding that now, and then finally just grateful for her because she's my rock. So there's a lot of stuff I couldn't do without her.
My heart.
I love it. Now, I do want to hold a small Q&A with chat. So if you guys have any questions from me, myself, Squid, or Mo, let us know in chat. And after that, we're going to get some games in.
Yeah.
we're gonna play some Faz.
I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna do to you what I did to Mo. Go in professional and say good luck.
Run.
We're gonna die a lot, but it'll be all right.
Wow. Questions. People are typing out questions. I'm gonna go to the bathroom quick.
All right. Also, if you want to be a part of a future episode of the podcast, I have a alert that says sign up. Go ahead and hit that if you want to be part of a streamer series episode, and we will discuss a future episode for you to be on. And
It's
again,
totally worth it, guys. I promise.
those Sunday streams are open to anyone that wants to be involved, that wants to have their opinion on whatever topics we talk about. We're gonna have some heavy topics when it comes to like mental health, but we're also just gonna sit back and talk and just talk about life in general. And those will start in March. So, and the next episode, for those that were not here in the beginning, is January 31st at 5 p.m. Central Time with OG Hunter, OG Havoc Hunter and Inspires. So come hang out with us January 31st at 5 p.m. Central Time, and we'll discuss with those two gentlemen about their journey. And they have two separate, like, we got a Air Force vet, and we got inspired with his very powerful story. So you do not want to miss it.
Very powerful.
Mm.
I think I always tear up when I hear his.
Yeah.
First time I heard
Honestly,
it.
yeah.
But I'm looking forward to both of those. And of course, getting to know them, just like we got to know a lot more about you guys tonight.
The more you know.
The more you know, and that's what the beauty of this podcast is letting your guard down and getting more out there and showing another side of you guys. So
We make the joke that we're everyone's favorite Discord couple.
hey, when I hyped you guys up, when I announced about the second episode, I even said that. I'm like,
Let's go.
my second guest
no.
are the
You
CH.
guys are too. No.
That's why I knew I needed you guys on for the first couple of the podcasts.
I don't know. Once you said it, once you told her about it, it was. Oh, I went ballistic. I was like, yes.
Also, I sent the code for Faz in our little group chat.
Okay. But no, like it was when she told me about that, like talking and like once we started talking about it, the excitement really started to get going, and it was like, okay, this is definitely something that I've always wanted to do this type of stuff, so I love it.
Like
I always wanted to be a part of a podcast, so I got my this year.
And that's the thing as well, is that we're all getting that out of our systems too, because Chew's never been on one, and V's never been on one. So it's like, I'm honored to be you guys' first.
Honestly, the honor is truly like ours.
Mm-hmm. It really is.
So guys, I'm still trying to like learn the kinks of everything, get better at this. Seeing how far we can go with this, it's just gonna be a beautiful journey of this.
It absolutely is.
And I just know
that this podcast is going to skyrocket.
I just know that this is also gonna really help others. Because everyone will have a different story, everyone will have different advice, and I think that's gonna be the beauty of this.
Absolutely.
And to be honest, I mean, this goes out to everyone in chat too. It's just like I know it's something else because even if obviously you have us where we're all close, we have our family. If someone from a different chat comes in, like from a raid, and it's like, I know I would appreciate it if I didn't know anybody, and it's like now I get to hear this for the first time.
Mhm.
Oh, I get to meet a streamer by truly who they are, and that's amazing to me, at least.
This is not our stuffing our faces.
Yeah, it'd be cool to get these raids and these type of streams where it's like people that never seen you guys, and they get to hear your story for the first time and
Mm-hmm.
all that. Yeah, this is gonna be something special. And like I said, this will go up sometime tomorrow onto my YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
Probably about
I'm definitely gonna watch
5.
it tonight.
Oh, I'll be watching it back.
It'll be about 5 o'clock Central Time tomorrow that I'll have it uploaded.
Okay.
So
I definitely want to watch it back because I don't know if anyone else is weird like this. I want to hear my voice.
that's my biggest thing that I don't like though for me is hearing myself.
Mm-hmm.
That's my biggest thing of
Is that?
why I need to struggle when it comes to making clips because I do not like hearing myself.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. After to her, and I'm like, that's how I sound.
For real.
I think he sounds great, but you know.
Well, when I can actually talk.
Well, yeah,
There's,
that's true.
this past like week was rough. I only streamed once this past week, but like towards the end of it, I was like, I can barely even say anything. It was rough.
All right.
But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick, you guys. So I'm gonna keep you guys on to entertain chat real quick, and when I get back, we can hop into some fast.
Sounds good.
Sounds
So,
good.
all right, I'll be right back, guys.
And the Bluetoothing begins.
We keep Bluetoothing. That's the funny part.
You can't say, oh, we just time it right now. That's a straight Bluetooth. There's no way from that.
To everybody in Biggie's chat, we appreciate y'all, especially especially our like the community we're already in. True, Viddy, Nuna, Tatted, Vast, all of y'all. We appreciate all of y'all. We love all y'all. And I know for both of us, we can't be more thankful, or we can't thank you enough for being part of our journey.
A crazy journey, but part of it nonetheless.
All right, we're back. Let me change some stuff real quick, and